Hello and welcome to the 5th installment
of Madtalk Radio with Mike and Dee.
That sounds a bit weird and sexual the way you say it, man.
I have a very melodious, sexy voice, Mike.
Yeah, but that's alright.
I can't help you if you find my voice sexy. I mean, even though it
sexual.
is.
I didn't say sexy.
Wait, is it sexual to you? Does it
sexual in a sort of a creepy
in you? Is that what you're saying?
In a sort of creepy guy in a park, sort of guy.
But you're still aroused, though. Is that what you're saying?
No, what?
Well, you said sexual, like it's arousing.
I said you're trying to sound sexual.
I didn't say this is my natural sound.
Look, this is not how I wanted to start the show, right? If you just started talking now, I was like, hey, dude, you sound sexy, right? That'll be different. I'd be a little
concerned, yeah.
I mean, you should be.
Be flattered, but a little too soon, Mike. You're too eager.
Too eager?
Yeah.
I should take my time.
Take your time. The long play, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, okay,
you know?
All right. Don't just jump in there.
Oh, just
all right,
definitely
okay.
Don't jump in anywhere.
All right, let's start that again.
Right, so welcome to Mad Talk with Mike and Dee. Yeah, this is our weekly show where we have conversations, discussions about topics that we think might be interesting, not just to us, but to you, the listener. So we encourage you to get involved and message us and let us know what you think about what we're talking. If you've got any points or anything you think we should be discussing, let us know. And you can do that by contacting us through our Facebook page if you want to, which is at Mad Talking on Facebook, and you'll see our page and you can message us through there. Or alternatively, you can just go straight down the WhatsApp route. You can WhatsApp us at 07983 833 661, and just in case you didn't get that, that's 07983 833 661. I'm liking this, Mike.
I think
I see what you're saying. It's sexy.
I didn't say it was sexy.
It's all right. It's okay. We'll talk about it afterwards.
We won't.
I know you want to hear. We want to hear more.
I just want to hear your voice.
And one more thing on top of that, if you don't want to if you don't want to Facebook us or WhatsApp us, or you just want to email us, you can do that at our email address, which
let's see if you make this sound sexy.
So
go
easy
ahead.
To replace.
Go on.
Right.
Sexy email. Go ahead.
So yeah, if you want to get in touch with Mike and Dee on Madtalk Radio,
no, that's not how you do it.
Email us.
No, now you're sounding like this sounds like. This is what I imagine Kevin Spacey's answer machine message to sound like. All right?
Got through to the spaceman. Let us know if you want me to orbit your moon.
No, this is how you got it. Our email address is m.a.d. talks. I forgot the email, you know.
You're too focused too much on being sexy.
I know. It's not natural to me.
It's not natural.
You know what?
I'm just
no. It's not natural for me to pretend to be sexy.
To pretend to be sexy. You just I
just am sexy.
Okay, we'll just do it in your normal voice then, Mike.
Okay.
If you're that sexy.
Don't be condescending.
I'm not. I'm giving you an opportunity to prove what you're saying.
You're
is
giving
true.
me the opportunity.
Yes. You don't want the opportunity?
I've already got the opportunity. You don't give me the opportunity. I've got it. Okay. Right.
Well, let's see what
you all right.
Yes.
This is sexy email. All right?
Sexy email.
So the email address is m.a.d.talks21@gmail.com. There you go.
Is that your sexy voice?
No, it's natural.
It's just natural.
It's not. Yeah, it's not going to work on you because it's not aimed at.
I'm the wrong demographic. Is that what you're saying?
I'm 100% the wrong demographic. Anyone who does believe that either I've got a sexy voice or Dee's got a sexy voice, you know how to get in contact with us.
Oh my God, you're so desperate, really.
I'm not desperate.
Please.
Slightly desperate. I need this.
Justify me. I need justifying. I'm a person.
No, validation.
I
don't need to be justified.
You would know, Mike.
I know. Okay, yeah, but you can email us about that as well, or WhatsApp us on 07983 833 661. I think you say it a better way though.
Yeah, I think you think I've got more of a natural flow.
It's not natural though, is it?
Well, it's natural to me. I mean, it may seem unnatural to you because you're not used to that level of. You know what? I'm going to stop going down this road.
Just stop it, please.
I'm making a show.
I think you're going to need a moment by yourself.
But talking of emotions and romance and things like that, I went to.
What is this show?
I'm not saying. Listen,
do you want some time?
Look, I just want some time with you.
No. Look, I don't know what happened.
I just want to talk, man. I just want to talk.
That sounds like a threat. I've seen that in the movies. I just want to talk, man. Hey, no, it's okay. Just
Take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah, just
let's
let me
take it
get a
easy.
little closer
It's okay.
to your face.
Yeah, keep the phone down over there. You don't
That's
need to
it.
call 999.
Everybody's cool here, man. We're all friends here, right? Yeah.
I want to
There
be
you go.
your friend.
I want to
Alright.
be your friend.
It reminds me of that Puffy tune. What was that tune where he's like, you can invite my friends and your friends, and we can all be friends.
We can all be friends. You can do this every week.
Yeah.
There,
Basically, you said, I want an orgy.
Yeah,
That's what he
every
was-
week.
Every week.
He was living that kind of life, man.
Well, with libel on video in the character that he was playing. That's what
Yeah.
it seemed like. I'm not saying that's what he was doing
I don't
or
think
has
there's
ever done.
Anybody who's been at a Puff Daddy orgy who's proud of it. It's not a story they tell. It's like, yeah, shit was crazy back then.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably worse people I could think of whose orgies I'd not want to be at. But
Well, the word orgy already conjures up an image that I'm not really that comfortable with.
I think
So-
when I think of orgy, it's either one of two things. It's either some Roman shit, you know, they got robes.
Yeah,
and,
just pure debauchery.
yeah, you know,
oils.
robes, wine, grapes,
Yes, everything in abundance.
and those leafy crowns.
The leafy crowns, yes. Can't forget that. Can't have an orgy without those, mate.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Or a real grotty orgy. You know, the back
just
end of East End or
Lots
something
of
like
rutting and rhythmical sounds. That's
that. Yeah, you're painting a picture. All right, but you was going to go on to something about relationships.
Wait,
I like
yeah.
this subject.
Not as hardcore as this, but yeah, relationships. So I was having a conversation the other day, and somebody brought up a really interesting point about boundaries within couples' relationships.
Oh, good.
You know
I
what
like this.
And I mean, this is not just strictly for couples. I guess it applies more, but it could be for single people who have a significant person in their life that they're interested in. But anyway, the point is, the boundaries that we set, these imaginary boundaries or these unspoken boundaries, where would you classify them? How would you know when someone's crossed that boundary? So let me give you an example. For instance, the story I was told was a couple went to a function, I don't know if it was a wedding or whatever, and this couple was a man and a woman, and another woman came up and offered to give the husband food, to fix him a plate of food.
Right. So
Now-
let me just paint the picture, just
Yeah.
for clarity for our listeners. Okay, so man, woman, go function.
Yeah.
Random woman approaches the man.
Yes,
Does
I'm
she
assuming
not-
she was part of the function. She did just
Yeah,
like,
I'm not saying like from
get off
outside.
a bus.
Like, yeah, just run off a train and just ran into the function.
with a plate of food.
Yeah, that's not normal. All right. But yeah, so she is part of the function. She offers
Yeah.
the man a plate of food. Does she offer the woman a plate of food?
No, but this is the thing, because I think how it transpired was they were talking, and maybe the wife or the girlfriend said to him, you know, are you hungry? Or he said, I'm hungry. And she was like, okay, I'll get to that, or I'll sort that out later. And then before she had a chance to, this other woman came up and said, oh, baby, you're hungry?
Baby.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm just ad-libbing, but I'm assuming that's how it came across to the girl. So anyway, he's like, yeah, oh, you're hungry? Let me get you a plate. You know, I can't believe you're here being hungry. I'm going to sort you out. And then she goes and fixes this nice big plate of food and gives it to him, and he sits down with it. And, you know, his
Here you
partner's
go,
like,
honey.
yeah. You see, you need someone to be taking care of you. Don't making sure that you...
Okay,
you know-
you're loading this up. You're loading this up. Let's be fair.
But I mean, I'm assuming that was implied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe she gave the girl a kind of side eye after.
Like, you can't even feed your man. What am to you?
Yes.
Yeah. She said
You know what I
that.
mean? Now, I think we both agree a certain line has been crossed there.
Yeah,
Boundaries
well,
have been
do
blurred.
we agree? It depends. It depends.
Well,
In
all right.
fact,
So let's say you're the guy. Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm with my other respective half. We're going to a dance.
That's right.
And I'm like, boy, man, they'd feel hungry, you know,
They're
because I
wrong,
really
like,
speak like that.
That's you every day, right?
Every
You're on
day.
radio.
Yep. Every day. That's how I talk all the time. All right. Real.
Real. Just like
Yeah.
Eddie Grant, Mike.
Eddie Grant. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. A real what exactly?
A real. Well, I think we both know.
We all know how real Eddie
Real
Grant is.
authentic. Anyway, yeah. So you go to this function with your other half, and you're like, yeah, I'm so hungry, you know. And you know, your other half, your missus, is like, okay, all right, I'll sort you out some food. And then before she does, there's someone like, oh, you say you're hungry? Don't worry, I'll fix you a plate. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. And she just gets this plate and then gives you this plate of food. Now you're standing there with this plate
Wait, the
of
food is already in my hand.
Oh, she was very efficient, man. She was waiting to take
I
care
cannot
of you.
stop how proactive she is at her
Well,
job
this
and
is it.
making sure.
She's there with the plate. It
People
would
are
be
fed.
rude not to take the plate, you know?
Exactly.
Right. Now, the question is, how quickly do you eat that food?
You see, this is the thing. I would.
Don't worry. It's not a trap. We just want to.
Is it? It feels like a trap.
I don't understand. You're hungry. You said you were hungry, right?
I feel at this point the bear trap is already around my ankle and is now cutting through my shin.
The best you can do is try and get a big pile of leaves to cover up that bear trap and hope nobody knows that you're in it.
Okay, well, before I answer your question, I want to invite our listeners in to get involved in this conversation because I think they might have some useful information to share about that. So contact us on WhatsApp. It's 07983 833 661. That is 07983 833 661. Or you can contact us at Mad Talking on our Facebook group page, which I haven't even got open. So, right now, there could be loads of people sending us shit, and I'm like, I don't care about it. People, man.
Why won't you respond? We care. We want to get involved. We don't care. It makes us feel like big men. No.
Feel like big men, or actually, okay, fine, right, let's not dig that hole.
But so like I was saying, so you're there, you got this plate of food, and you can feel your woman's eyes burning holes into the side of your head. Now, while this is happening, the woman who's giving you the plate of food is there watching you, like, well,
this is a problem.
This is it. Rock, hard place. You're somewhere in the middle. So what do you do, Mike?
Okay, all right. First of all, your first question was how fast would I eat the food?
Yeah.
I would probably take my time, and to appease my woman's ego, I'm like, I'd clap off the chicken. All right. I'd be like, but it's not as easy. I say, look, I'm really hungry, but it's not as good as your chicken. Your chicken is the best. Oh. It is the best, and she would fall for it.
It's a bit of a desperate play, Mike. I mean, there's a 50-50 chance, but I don't think it's gonna. It's better than your chicken. So it's like, but why would you say that? Why would you think why would you think it would be better than my chicken? What are you insinuating? A random woman comes up and gives you chicken, and there's a chance that it would be better than the food that I cook you.
No, I say, I like the thighs, baby.
Yeah, don't try and change subject.
That's like, no, I'm talking about the chicken.
I'm sure you are. You just love it. You love it, don't you? What else do you love about that chicken?
Well, I didn't say it's just a chicken, baby.
Oh, you like all of it?
No. All right, look. I would eat the food.
Silently
and say, babes, would you like some?
Oh, wow.
I'd offer her. See, you didn't even think about it. You would just got to wrap your lips around them chicken.
You know what I would have done? I would have said, before I even start eating,
don't lie to me.
I would have.
This is such a lie. You're only trying to add this on because I've said so. Yes.
I feel sorry.
Your voice went high there.
I'm sorry that you feel this way about me. Anyway,
I'm sorry that you're a liar. But carry on.
What I would have done is I would have said to my woman, are you hungry, babes? Do you want a plate of food? And I say, excuse me, miss, could you give my wife here a plate of tasty food like you did for me? Just as equally tasty. Because I care about her. And then she'd be like, oh, yes, sorry, my mistake. Here you go. And then my wife would be like, you're such a great man. And I'd be like, I know it, baby. And then we'd live happily ever after. And then we'd probably see you arguing with your wife in a corner while still trying to eat a plate of food. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Listen, the only reason that would happen to you is because you blacked out after your missus stabbed you with one of them plastic forks after you clapped off that chicken. All right?
Really?
There's no way you would do that.
I don't believe that. I feel bad that you have that little appreciation for me.
I'll be honest.
But you see, this is what I'm talking about. These boundaries, Mike. Where do you know? How far is too far? I mean, all right. Let's flip it now. Say if it's you and your missus again, and you go out, and a guy comes up and he's like, "Yeah, how's everything going?" Yeah, he introduces you.
Wait, he just comes up to me. He talks to me.
Well, he comes up to both of you and he introduces himself. Hi, how you doing?
Why is he introducing himself to us?
Because he's a friendly guy. He likes to cuddle your jib.
Okay, all right. I'm not liking this already.
It's like, hey, what's going on,
Brandon
man?
Bread is coming up.
It's like,
hey, my name is. I don't care what your name is.
He goes, hi, my name's Dexter. How you doing, man?
Listen, keep anyone called Dexter away from your woman, yeah?
You look like you work hard. Yeah. You look like you know how to keep in shape. Is this your woman?
Okay, you know what? This is going to end badly.
She ain't your woman.
Oh my God. The words, you see this pencil?
Brother, you seem confused.
No, you should be saying, brother, you seem easily upset.
It's just trying to be friendly, Mike. This is a friendly guy.
Look, this is not a friendly guy. This is a guy who doesn't have many friends, because if he's carrying on like that, I'm surprised I can't see through him. He should be like a Swiss cheese, the amount of holes that would be in him. All right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's no way. All right, that's a boundary.
Okay.
That's a boundary.
That's
correct.
definitely a boundary. That's a bit obvious, but I get it.
Yeah, but in answer to your original question, a woman comes up, gives you food in front of your woman. Mm-hmm. Depending on how she's done it, that could be seen as a bit of a diss to that woman. All you ladies listening, let us know if you've ever had this situation where you've gone into a place with your man and some woman is giving him undue attention, or that you felt was undue, which your man felt, nah, baby, she's just being friendly.
Nah, that's just my friend, girl. Come on now.
We could all be friends.
See, but I'm real friendly with her. You know what I'm saying?
And she can bring her friends, and I can bring my friends, and we could.
Yeah, that's when you wake up in the dumpster. What?
Yeah, if you wake.
You there? What year is this? Yeah, no. But I mean, yeah, I think those kind of things are really interesting, especially when you're on the outside looking in. You know, it's like, all right,
I got one.
All right,
okay. I've had this before. Yeah, I don't know why it sticks in my head.
Yeah.
But it's like I got in a cab with my missus. There's an ex actually, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, you guys look like you're going out somewhere nice. Hey, yes, you look very nice, and your lady looks very, very." Very,
wait, what? All right, Bridget, you need to turn around.
He didn't really breathe like that.
Start touching himself.
Wait, one moment, I need some time. I don't know why he has a foreign accent. That might be my racism.
This is maybe
against all cab drivers.
You can't help it, Mike.
They are all from foreign.
They're all
land.
from foreign lands.
Yeah, you know that place.
You know what I mean? Oh, we're all very sexualized, Mike.
Yeah.
Can't wait
control
to
himself.
get their hands on our women. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Or steering wheels to drive us around the city. It's one or the two. No, but yeah, he was like, yes, yeah, a woman there. She's very, very good for the evening.
Very good for the evening.
What sort of wording is that?
Yeah, I mean, what are you insinuating? Like,
yeah,
she's for hire.
But what you know what it was is like there was that moment of awkwardness where I know she was slightly uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable, and I looked up and I just saw him look at me in the mirror. And you know what I mean? The same. I could be you. You could be me. Yeah, I am you.
I'm the same.
When you're with her, it's me. That's what he was saying to me in his mind, just with that look. I felt disgusted.
I would be getting the bus.
Yeah, but that was a boundary breach.
Yeah.
But I think your initial question, where you was asking about the boundary, was not so much about the woman breaking the boundary, because that's something you can't control.
Yeah.
It's the boundary that you're breaking.
By allowing it to happen.
By allowing it to happen.
You're complicit,
but you said it's a trap.
It's this is why you've got to be solution oriented straight away. Like, okay, worlds are colliding. What do? Slap the plate of food out of hand? No, too much. You know?
That's the thing. In fact, but we should put that to the audience.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations that is panic inducing. It's fight or flight, Mike. You've kind of got to figure a way out before things get too bad, or if they do get too bad, at least have some kind of plausible excuse to how this happened. Like, I'm as shocked as you are. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Anne-Marie has gone in contact, and she says, what if a guy brings or buys your missus a drink?
Oh, you see,
okay,
this is the thing.
Them is fighting words. Or fighting drinks, whatever you want to call it.
It depends how it happens. Because I mean, if you're like, all right, you and your missus go somewhere, and
your missus accepts the drink.
See, boundary crossed. That's the problem now, because then she's got to explain to me why she's drinking the drink.
But I'm thirsty, babe.
Oh,
that's how your girl talks.
Yeah, you're thirsty. You're damn right you're thirsty. God, woman. I mean, I'll be like, okay, because this is like, if it happened like this, we're at the bar, I say, all right then, babes, going to the toilet, all right, leave her there, and then I come back and she's just got a drink, and I was like, oh, where'd you get it from? Oh, somebody bought me a drink. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Some tall, sexy dude.
No, you see, that's
you know that guy who looks like Morris Chestnut over there.
I'm sure, 100% sure, I wouldn't be going anywhere where anybody looks like Morris Chestnut. If I go in there and I see Morris Chestnut,
say, no, this is the wrong party, baby. Let's go.
Nah, I can't mess with this. It's that dude right there. Yeah, wouldn't look like he's carved out of wood. Nah, fuck that shit. No, I'm not. That's already problems, because you know at some point Morris Chestnut is going to notice you, and he's going to notice your woman, and he's going to notice that little awkwardness in you, like
you see weakness.
Yes, and it's like blood
you'll
in
see
the
your
water.
legs shake a little bit as you glance at him, and you'll see that little shake in your knee, and you're like, weakness, and he'll just come and snatch your woman and say, "That's mad, partner."
It would be something like that, but it would do it in a more of a piss take
Fix
way.
that shaking their knees, man. That's what you need to be doing.
What's up with you, partner? You look a little scared. Look at looking, man. Look a little funny looking.
Give me that girl, man.
Just taking your pat in your pockets and shit.
Yeah.
Jump up and down. Let me hear what you got in your pocket. Okay, Morris Chestnut.
I would never get chiefed out by Morris Chestnut.
Leave it in your socks, bro.
Give me them socks.
Don't even keep the socks.
Yeah, but anyway, we digress.
Yes, sorry.
Let's answer Anne-Marie's question. If a guy buys my missus a drink, if he turns up, he's like, yeah. Hey, oh, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, let's say you're with your girl. I'm this wretch of a man who's about to come and destroy your marriage. I'm like, hey guys, how you doing? You alright? Yeah, I ain't seen you guys before. Hey, no disrespect, bro. Can I buy your lady a drink? Cool, thanks.
Really? It's just gone.
Darling, what would you like?
I'm essentially just a face on a stick. Is that what's happening there?
Yeah, for now. Yeah. Alright, but he's like, yeah. What would you like, babe?
And I'll say, no, we're cool. Thank you.
It's all right, look,
Thanks.
free country, you know.
It
We're not in the
is.
50s,
It's
mate.
free for you to go over there and enjoy the rest of your night without being bludgeoned to death.
All right, bit hostile.
It is, isn't it? Maybe you should
All
leave.
right, I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm sorry I made any.
You are sorry,
cause any
but that's
offence.
fine. I forgive you.
And then he walks off and he gives your missus a wink.
Oh,
and says,
you see that?
He says, you know,
What does that even mean?
if you want a good time,
If my wife would like a good time,
a good old time.
you're the one to give it to her.
Well, your words, mate. Cheers. And then he walks off. Boundaries overstepped.
Boundaries demolished and urinated on. I don't know. I think at that point I'd have to laugh to stop myself from committing a crime, getting arrested. But I think, yes, definitely. But you see, this is the thing. At that point, you're powerless. It's down to your partner to defend your honour, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's down to my missus to say, no, thank you. I'm fine where I am. You know what I mean? Something
I'm
like
fine. I'm happy. I
that.
am
ecstatic where I am.
I'm
right
content.
Yep.
I do not require a drink.
now. I'm not requiring a drink. And
Too
if I
much.
did,
If
my
anything,
loving husband would provide it for me. So
that's what she should be saying.
that's how it's supposed to go down. But if your girl is like, oh my God,
Okay.
I'll have a Cristal, I have a cognac, you do Courvoisier? I love Courvoisier. Yeah, I get Courvoisier on ice. Oh my God. And then just there supping away and doesn't even look at you.
This is going to turn into some sort of Ike Turner version of husbandry very quickly, without the cake scene.
But
all
all
of
of a sudden, I've just got cowboy boots on, you know. Oh,
yeah,
I know what they're for.
and a guitar, and a big old ass.
It's Ike time.
Yeah.
No. That's scary.
Anne-Marie is being quite proactive this evening. I think this subject has prompted some interest from her. She has said 2 words,
Okay.
which just brings it up to a certain level.
Yes.
Indecent Proposal. Oh, now this will mean something to all of you who are of a certain age.
Yeah.
It is a film, Indecent Proposal, that was done in the early 90s with Demi Moore, Woody Harrelson, and that scoundrel Robert Redford. Who
yes.
essentially the story is that they're a couple, they're having a few money problems, and they go
But they
to
are
some.
happily married.
They're happily married. They have each other.
Yes.
Money is a no object.
That's it.
You know, it's not a thing.
It's
to
not
them.
an issue.
They have each other. They love each other,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters to them. You
Yeah.
know, they're free. They're young. All that sort of shit. So then they go to some soiree.
Yeah.
Is that the
I think
right word?
I'd like to go Las Vegas or something like that. having a
Yeah,
good time.
but I'm sure they end up on a boat or some shit like that.
Yeah, but it wasn't there a bit. See, not we'll get too far off the point, but basically, Robert Redford offers this nice couple $1 million
For one
for
night.
a night with his wife. And it's like, oh, how strong is their relationship? You know, and at the time, I think they
needed the money.
needed the money for something, or they wanted the money. And it's like, this could change our lives and all of that kind of stuff. And it's like,
yes,
it's
it
only
will.
one night.
It will change.
Things are never going to be the same. Yeah, but the thing about it is because I'm sure there was a scene where they're at either it's Las Vegas or some casino, and Robert Redford's sitting across and can see this young couple in love enjoying themselves, and he just wants to stick his dick in the whole thing,
Yeah,
and
I
just
want-
ruin it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a rich white man. Why the hell not? You know, and then he comes across and he.
Although to be fair, they were white people as well. So I feel like spoiling white people's lives as well.
Yeah, I don't think it was so much a strictly racial thing, more of a cultural classist thing. Like, I can do this because I'm a wealthy man and I can afford to, and I'm afforded certain liberties. You know what I mean? So he's like, he sees them enjoying themselves. He's like, talks to his butler, whereas Jameson, tell that couple over there I would like to talk to them.
We have another contribution. Sorry, while I was listening this time.
I could see your eyes glazing over.
Yeah, well, there was a glaze. I was reading.
Yeah, is that
what it looks like to you?
It does, because you're like, you know, when someone's looking at something and then they start daydreaming and you can see their eyes drift away.
Yeah, that's because I'm drifting towards the text that I'm reading in front of me. All right, don't be so sensitive.
All right,
okay.
Fine. It just happens every week as well.
Luca, I'm going to call him
Luca,
unless he wants me to call him by his real name. If you do, text me back and then I can expose your real name if you like. Although it's quite a common name. They're not going to say Jack. We all know who it is.
Yes.
All right, but he goes, nah, I ain't having it. I do try to say that to my wife. I know how his tone. He's not happy.
Is it more like a DMX kind of tone? Is that what
you
it
know
is?
The one?
Yes, I'm aware of the tone.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, where is his dogs at? See, that's what he's going to be saying. Where your dog's at, son?
Yeah. Yeah, but I get it. Most men are not having that.
Yeah, you see, but this is the thing, because with boundaries, all right, say if I was, Dexter St. Jock and I was see you and your woman and I think, I'm going to try my shit. I'd have to be subtle because I know you're on the lookout. If you see a suave dude like me, Mike, coming up, you're going to be a little wary. You're going to be threatened, and it's acceptable. I mean, I understand,
I think, but I don't know what this guy's into. Is he into me or my wife?
Well,
I don't know.
I got to be subtle. I mean, I might even drop it like you were the one who was instigating. I walk past and then I'll be like, I'm sorry, what? I didn't say nothing, bro. Oh, sorry. I thought you said, oh my God, you look like a guy that I know.
Look, don't talk to me, Bridget. I ain't got the time for this rubbish, yeah? I've got enough friends. I don't need to talk to you. Innit?
Why so hostile, Mike?
I'm not talking to you. You'll be talking to air right now.
Listen,
my back would have been turned.
Listen, hey, take it down, man. I'll take it easy.
You're just talking to my back now.
Hey,
I'm walking off into the distance.
And then he's like, he sees your wife. It's like, well, take it easy, man. He's not talking. Can you tell your partner that I'm sorry? Miss, excuse me. Yeah, I tried to. He seems upset. I didn't mean to upset him. And he tries to do like a little laugh with the wife as if to say, oh, what's he like, eh? And then he's like, all right then. And then he walks off. And then later on he walks back again and he tries to do that thing. You know when you catch your eyes and he do that little eyebrow raise like, oh, that was weird what happened before, isn't it? Yeah. And then he gives your wife another little glance and tries to do the same thing with her. And
that's going to be his last night on earth.
He's just walking by and minding his own business, Mike. Then at some point during the night, you look across and he just happens to be leaning against the same bar as you, a couple people down, but it's strategic. He's just there like, he's not talking to anyone, he's not talking to Barbara, he's just there with his drink and he's just pretending like he's listening to Bob Marley and yeah, no woman, no cry. And then you just see him like do a slight head turn and look, and then you maybe catch your eyes briefly and tries to do that thing like he didn't realise that you were looking, and then tries to look somewhere else quickly. Oh, is that Jameson whiskey? You know what I mean? And you're like, this dude's up to something. Right.
It's going to be his last night on earth. I don't know how it's going to end.
He hasn't done anything.
He's crossed the line.
He's just sitting by the bar.
I'd have to talk to him. I'll say, listen, Bridget, look, I don't like how you're doing this looking over thing, yeah? It's bugging me. It's bugging me the hell out. And I might be out of line telling you this. It's a free country. Wow. You can look all you want, but
and what if
just stop.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Okay. All right. Okay. You want to play games? All right then.
You seem very hostile right now, man.
You remember Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, keep him here. That's what's happening.
Why?
Keep him here. Keep him here. And you remember how that scene ended?
Yeah, but I mean, there was a reason behind that. When your friends are helping you bury him in the woods, and they're like, why are we doing this now? What are you going to say to them?
It's too late for that, man.
What do you mean
it's too late for that? You're already helping me burying a body.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So you might as well tell us what this guy did.
It's all right, don't worry. The less you know, the better.
Well, I don't think so, because we're burying a corpse. I mean, it's already as bad as I can think it can get. There's nothing else that you can tell me about this guy that probably wouldn't work. I mean, unless he was like a school teacher who donated his spare time to read to blind children and played his guitar. And that would make me feel like
they're
maybe
the ones
we
to
should
watch.
be burying him. Yeah, are they, Mike?
Yeah,
they're the real danger.
They are.
It's not COVID.
Those volunteering. It's those
not
teachers
Skeletor,
volunteering their time. To educate our kids.
Oh,
yeah.
They make me sick.
Yeah, definitely.
You're strange, man.
I am strange, and I accept that. Wow. But I've got a firm line of boundaries, you know what I mean? And I don't know where it is. That's the thing. I just know when it's been
when
crossed.
it's happened. Then you're like, yeah.
All right, let's say, okay, you're in a high-end underwear shop.
Why am I here?
With your wife.
Okay, but
And you could be there anyway, buying stuff for your wife.
okay.
See?
No,
All right?
that's
but you're there with her
plausible.
wife. All right, no, it's a clothing shop.
Okay.
And there's a guy. No, he's a little camp, but he's not actually gay. He's just a bit.
Okay. He's just a
bit
little effeminate.
Yeah, a little feminine.
He's cool with that.
But he's like, oh, darling, you look so great in that dress. Oh, come over, darling, come closer. And he's talking not to you. He's talking to the wife.
Because I'll be like, I don't remember putting a dress on.
Yeah, and
All
he's
right.
like, he's twirling around like, yeah, it looks so beautiful. And he's like, okay. And as he's doing it,
Yeah.
he's kind of touching her in certain ways, but nothing too creepy.
I see, but then again, you know that the line has been crossed.
Has
And-
it?
Well,
He's touching her shoulder, nothing
Yeah.
on the waist.
but the thing, I mean, unless my wife likes being touched up by strange men, I would think
No, but he's
that
not a
this
threat.
is a little. Hey,
He's not a threat.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm sure that she would be well aware that I'm being touched up by a strange person. Yeah, that's probably enough for me. So let's stop the touching, strange man who I've never met before.
Okay, no, but it's all part of the fitting.
What fitting? What should be
The-
fit
you're
for
in
a dress
clo-
now?
Yeah, I forgot to mention
You
that.
left that bit out. Yeah,
all
that
right,
makes
yeah.
more sense.
Yeah, you know what it is? I had it in my head and I just assumed that you would know what the hell I'm
I
talking
see.
about.
You told the story to
I
yourself.
need to work on this.
You paint a brilliant story and kept it to yourself, and you just gave us little tidbits.
This might
to make
explain
us
a lot of things that are going on in my life right now. My telepathy that I believe I have clearly isn't working.
Is only one who works with one person.
Telepathy, even.
Telepathy or
Telepathy.
that sounds like
tilapia is a fish.
That's what it sounded like. You have the ability to talk to fish. Are you Aquaman? Is that what this is?
Yeah, but I've got a shirt on this time.
I feel like we had the makings of a really good children's joke there. Somewhere.
We'll go over the tape
Yeah.
later and see if there is
We'll get
one
it
in
printed on lollipop sticks later. Don't worry.
there. Yeah, because that's got to be useful.
That will be. We'll be famous for that.
Printed on lollipop sticks.
Yeah, like jokes back in the day. Or is that not? Did that not happen to anybody else? So did
No,
I
I'm
dream
trying
that?
to remember if that actually happened. I know they had them on penguins. We are digressing way off subject right now.
Well, that's the show, really, isn't it?
It is.
We have nothing, people. We just ramble for 2 hours. We hope to get through it without saying something slanderous or liable. So
Probably too late for that.
yeah. Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, okay, so we want to know from you people, you good people out there, what boundaries have been crossed for you that were grey areas, but you deep down in your core knew.
But that's the thing, you know, like you say, yeah, you know the boundaries have been crossed. And like I said before, there's only one way out of it, is by your partner doing the right thing. Now, let's assume that your partner doesn't know what the right thing is and they think they're doing the right thing. Now,
Well,
is
by
that
complying with the situation,
Maybe.
and you can see...
Yeah, because this is the loophole now, isn't it? Now, let's say, for instance, we go back to the same situation where this woman brings me a plate of food and my woman's there, and I eat the food, and she's like, "You enjoying that, yeah?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." Now, my only real plan is to feign ignorance that I saw any of this transpire. I was totally unaware. Might as well just be at KFC and just got a 2-piece meal, And then she's vexed, and now I'm like, "Yeah, you alright?" That non-committal. And
Yeah.
it's that, yeah. And clearly she's not alright.
Yeah.
Now,
silent treatment coming
This is
your
it.
way.
So now you could. What do you do, Mike? Do you just
Continue with the silent
continue
treatment.
with this? Just blindly barrel through, and just hope that time heals all wounds, and then
Yeah, just pretend like you don't know what... I don't know why you're upset. It's only food.
Oh, jeez.
Sure, that's not gonna come back later.
Yeah. I think it's a slippery slope. So this is the thing. It comes down to the partners to do the right thing.
Yeah,
So
but you don't always know what the right thing is.
Yeah.
So in the situation, I mean, even though we joked about it, I think I would be smart enough if someone came up and gave me specifically food and not my wife. Obviously, I'd be like, "Nah, come, that's silly. Both of us need to eat." You know what I mean? Unless there's a sign on the wall that says only men can eat here.
No, but see,
and then, even then, I wouldn't be bringing my wife here.
You're already in the minefield, because hear this now. Say if you do that. Say if the woman says, "Oh yeah, I'll get you a plate of food," and she comes with a plate of food, and then you say, "Oh no, my wife would like something. When we're both hungry. Why don't you get my wife something? Do you want something to eat, babe?"
I'll just give it to my wife.
Clever move. Because what if she turned around and said, "No, I'm not hungry. Why don't you eat up?"
I'm not hungry either.
But you just said you were hungry when we got here.
I changed my mind.
Did you?
I'm a man.
Sometimes
man
I eat,
who knows
sometimes I don't eat.
Yeah,
Oh,
man
I'm
who
a
knows his own
maverick.
mind.
Is that it? Yeah.
Modern man.
And then you just do like a big Charlton Heston walk out the door and don't
yeah,
look back.
John Wayne walk.
John Wayne walk, that's it. The boasty barrel chest.
That's
and
it.
Maybe you have some theme
I'll
music.
tip my cowboy hat, which
Yeah.
I'd have conveniently.
It's like the Hulk Hogan theme
Howdy.
tune is playing as you walk
Good evening,
out.
partner.
That's
And then
it.
I'll just
Howdy.
ride on out of there on my
Right,
horse.
there
I've got a
you
horse
go.
as well.
You planned ahead.
Planned ahead
You
because
knew
I
this
knew
was
that
coming.
this boundary was
It
going to
was
be
the
crossed.
easiest way to get out of the
Yeah,
situation.
and I knew a horse would be needed, obviously.
To hire a horse and take 12 weeks of horse riding lessons. It was all worth it. And now who's the fool? They'll all remember me.
Totally worth it. But yeah, I think you make a very good point. But we would like to hear from you people out there about boundaries that have been crossed, or if this is too touchy a subject for some couples who might be listening. I don't want to start any trouble.
No,
you know what I mean?
we just want people to be comfortable with their relationship, understand the boundaries. This is a good option, a good time for you couples out there to
explore.
discuss the boundaries. It's like,
Yeah, where's the line? I mean, as men, I think I'll be honest. We just need basic instructions.
Yeah.
All right.
Men are very stupid when it comes to things like this. They
Yeah.
do not see the warning signs.
Yeah. Even though habitually I tend not to read instructions when I'm doing DIY, so I'm not too sure how instructions are going to help me in this situation.
Why do
either.
I need instructions? I'm a man. I sense what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
This
Until it goes wrong,
is
and then
supposed
I'll
to be
read
just
it.
yours. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's that.
That's how you learn.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally we need to have instructions, or clear guidelines of what is acceptable and what isn't.
Yeah.
Now there are certain things. It's like obviously, if I don't know, going to a friend's stag do, and they want to do some weird. What's the name of that stag movie?
What, Stag?
No, not that. That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was
But
a
no,
good movie. Bloody good movie.
Yeah.
Bloody good movie.
bloody good film. That no, the other one where Mike Tyson and the tiger. And
The Hangover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now if I got a friend and they're doing some wild shit like that,
Yeah.
obviously I know the boundaries. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get locked in the place with the strippers and blackout and who knows what happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang back
Well, you can try to, Mike, but
and go to church.
that would be the best stag do ever. I just feel like these situations are set up for failure. You know what I mean? Look, the thing about it is, going to a stag do, you've always got that kind of get out of jail free card of the fact that you want a stag do. It doesn't work with everything.
Is it
But
a get out of jail
it's
free
more
card?
likely to be accepted than I said I was going to the shop to get milk and now I'm in someone else's bed. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
stag do. I still don't think that's much of an
Maybe
excuse.
not, but I mean, you could say, yeah, we went out, we got drunk, and we fell asleep, and when I woke up, this strange lady was on top of me. I mean, it's a reach, but better than I went to get some milk and I tripped and fell, and then
And this woman was on top of me. All right.
he always ends the same way, Mike. Yeah.
I think that requires some thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the whole idea of sensing danger before it comes is something that you have to acquire over time. Because we've all been in those situations as young men when we're starting out dating, and
But you reckon this is about insecurity?
well, yes, definitely when it comes to boundaries. Because if you were secure in your relationship 100%, then these things wouldn't bother you.
Is it that though? I mean, sometimes you could just be territorial.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, I
again,
mean-
that comes from insecurities
I mean,
as well.
I'll be like on a bus and stuff, right? And the guy just stand a bit too close, and I'm like, "There's space over there. What are you standing here for?"
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm not insecure about how much space I have on the bus. I just feel like you're just encroaching on my personal.
But then maybe that's part of the insecurities, not being secure in close vicinity of other people. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you afraid? Are you afraid that you're going to touch them, or they're going to touch
No.
you, or
I just don't want to touch you.
exactly? So
Yeah,
that's
but
the
it's not
reason.
because
Why don't you want to touch
It's
them?
not because I'm scared of you. It's because I just don't like touching people.
Well, it's not like a fear of, oh my God, I can't touch anyone. There's not
Yeah.
like that fear, but it's maybe like, how about this? You're standing on the bus, this guy comes and stands next to you, and you think, okay, standing a little bit close, but you don't want to make a thing out of it straight away. And then the bus starts moving and you start swaying, and you realise this he's not just swaying, but he's rhythmically rubbing against you.
I'm moving now. Sorry,
see, no-
because I hear about them people, man.
Yeah,
I know
he's not
women
like
have to deal with this crap
gyrating
a
on
lot
you like
of the
Prince
time.
or nothing. He's just like,
Well, if he's doing some Prince stuff, you know what I mean?
did we even need a bus? No. You're just going to happen
I want to
anyway.
see him do this.
He's got the arseless trousers on, Mike.
Yeah,
you know,
and I want him to sing
stand.
about how it only snows in April. You know, these are the things I want to see.
He did
on
a
my way
wicked
to work.
encore, Mike. It was worth it, totally worth it. I was transfixed, and the whole bus was swaying. Lighters came out. I mean, when he did Purple Rain, forget about it. Oh, they had to shut the whole bus line down. No, but the point is, right? That whole intimacy thing comes from what is somebody else getting out of this? You know what I mean? It's the idea of someone else getting gratitude out of touching you up or rubbing against you.
It's an invasion of your personal space, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, now.
But the thing is, we've all got this sort of sense of ownership about certain things. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you've got. Let's say, all right, you've got like in your house. I'm not going to describe where you live and shit, and have people turning up. Okay, but where your gate is, right?
Yeah.
Now, technically, it's your gate.
Yeah.
But if someone were just standing there at the gate.
Yes, it's like, am I going to be that guy?
It's like, get away from my gate.
Yes, and then you get tarnished, Mike. You're the guy that yells at people who stand too close.
Oh, I don't mind having that.
You don't?
No, I don't care if people like me or not. It just depends on what person. If it's someone I don't like and they don't like me, then that's great.
Yeah, sure. But
if it's some random person I don't know, then even better.
But what about first impressions, Mike? What if you get a bad reputation and people already judge you before they've met you?
That only works in a place that I care about being liked at.
Yeah, but what if you don't know yet? I mean, what if someone stands in front of your gate and you're like, "Oi, get away from our gate before I clear at you," and they run off.
Right, it depends. I'll give them time, because for all I know, it might be someone who's just, I don't know, dropped their phone or they've lost something and they're looking around at the gate. I'll give them time.
So say if you come, you look out your front door, you see someone standing with their back to you in front of your gate, just like chilling, smoking cigarette, and you know, what the fuck is this? And you're like, "Oi, get off my gate."
No, but can I help you?
And he don't say nothing, he just carries on smoking.
I think this guy's a psycho, man. Let's just stay away from him.
He does that
will be my next immediate
slow
thought.
turn, isn't it? Michael, I've been waiting for you. You're quite a hard man to track down.
I was like, is this Indiana Jones or something?
It is now. This is it. And then he's got like all these heavies just come out from.
Then it's all over. This is not about boundaries anymore, is
it? You don't have any boundaries. You have no defense. No, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's all about the perception. So, you know, this is why our insecurities get the better of us, because we assess the situation based on our insecurities and usually assume the worst when it might not even be that.
Yeah, I mean, especially with my sort of thinking, I always go towards the worst case scenario, or that the person does not have good intentions.
Yes, I mean, it's a survival mechanism, and I get that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I just think it's best just to assume everyone is that person.
Yeah, but
and let's move on.
It's just a regular guy who just wants to buy your wife a drink.
Yeah, but you know what? Then go and buy someone else a drink, then, innit?
Because okay, how about I buy you a drink? What's your name? What are you, Capricorn?
Are you some sort of freak or something? But thank you for the compliment of my eyes. I've always felt that way, you know, and people just don't accept it.
Next thing you know, you're waking up in his bed.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Robert Redfield.
Yeah.
Redfield, you know.
Robert Redfield.
I want to know who Robert Redfield is, though.
He's the one who's doing it.
Yeah. He's controlling Robert Redford all these years.
There never was a Robert Redford. You don't get it, Mike. You don't see how deep it goes. Imagine it was like,
so a puppet the whole time.
I'm here and I want to be an actor. And what's your name, kid? Robert Redford. Nah, that's never going to sell. How about Robert Redford? I'm a goddamn genius. You're going to be a star. That's how it happened. It was just that simple.
He can't even act.
People don't care. They're too busy being mesmerized by his name.
There you go, Redford.
It's a name you can trust.
I don't know anyone else called Redford.
No, I think he's the only, because he's that powerful. He destroys all
Killed
other
all the
Redfords.
other ones.
It's like Highlander. There can only be one.
There can be one.
There can be only one.
Only one Robert Redford.
But yeah, so I just think it's relationship boundaries interest me, and I'd like to, you know, kind of understand a bit more. But I don't want to get too bogged down with relationships.
Okay, that's fine.
That's just amusing.
You shouldn't.
Just amusing.
Relationships shouldn't really be bogging you down anyway.
No,
I mean, you're not bogged down in your relationship.
Why would I
be?
be? That's ridiculous, Mike.
Yeah, probably shouldn't start with a toilet reference.
I wouldn't say.
Well, you said bog.
I mean, yeah, but I think you're putting too much emphasis on it and trying to get me murdered. So let's just move on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's good.
Those were your words.
That's
so.
You know, again, but it's like you want to focus on the negative. That's all I'm saying.
Not really. You put it out there. I had nothing to focus on.
I mean,
I was all positive, and then you started talking about your relationship and toilets.
Like a lot of this is being spurred on about your jealousy of my sexy voice. I mean, I'm just saying.
My
it
voice
just
is
seems a
much
little
more sexier than yours.
well,
I'm not having a radio show where we're going to argue about whose voice is sexiest when it's clearly obvious that I've got the sexiest and deeper voice. So,
well, I mean, it's clearly obvious to me what the truth is. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe let the people decide.
Well,
and I'll read
I
out the
think
text.
we've all decided. Like, anyway, not to get too far off the point. So, what else do we want to talk about, Mike?
Well, what were we talking about before? We were talking about. God.
Well, you know what it is? How about it's that time of year, Mike? You know, it's getting festive, and it's that time
the favorite
where
time of year.
This is it. It's Christmas time, Mike.
Christmas time. I remember when that song came out.
He's still collecting royalties over that.
He
It's
is.
like, oh god,
Mistletoe,
yeah.
well, I'm not
He
giving him
waits for
royalties.
Christmas.
I bet he does.
You know what I mean? Nothing else is going on for Cliff during the rest of the year, man.
Yeah.
Christmas time. Yes.
That's the thing,
I
yeah.
can finally afford to buy free bentos again.
Do you think he's like what was that film by was it Sam Raimi, and it was like some horror thing, and it will come out like every 21 years and kill people?
All right, that wasn't Sam Raimi. That was Jeepers Creepers.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, he's like the Creepers. Are you saying? He's just
But for Christmas.
flying around at night stealing teenagers. Is that
No,
what you're
no,
saying?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, just ignore all the horrible shit
Okay.
that was in Jeepers Creepers.
And he just looks like the Creepers.
No, he just hibernates for several
Oh, I see. And then
months, and then comes out, and then when it's Christmas time, and then he does
It's
that.
time to feed, Mike. Feed on
I
our
don't-
love of Christmas. It's like gravy to him, Mike. His quivering lips, delicious, Christmassy.
I really don't want to describe him in that way. I feel like
It's all over him, Mike. He's drenched himself in Christmas
Christmas.
joy. It's he's just sitting there in his pants, loving it,
and trousers.
round his ankles. Anyway, no. The point I wanted to make is Christmas time, Christmas shopping. That's what I wanted to
Yeah,
get to.
you wanted to talk about the joys of Christmas.
Yes, the experience, Mike.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
I
I'm
don't-
sure everyone's going through that right now.
Yeah. Now, I don't know about you, but I know that when Christmas time comes around, you know, you're sat there with a due sense of exhaustion and
Sorry, can I just interject before we go on to that?
Okay.
Someone says, like shaking or Shaky Stevens.
Shaky Stevens.
Shaky Stevens.
Yes. That's what he should be known as, really. Shaky Stevens. Well, you know, shaking sounds like it's a choice. Shaky sounds like it's involuntary.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't help
shaky.
it. He's a
Yeah.
Shaky Stevens.
Yeah. Too many punches.
Yeah. Even that, or either that, or he's just not very trustworthy. You know what I mean? He's not. You can't
He's a bit
depend on
shaky.
him. So, you know, Shaky, you're gonna come around. You're gonna drop me to the airport. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I'll be there in the morning. I'll see you in the morning. It's like, all right, don't
Yeah.
let me down,
Bit
Shaky.
shaky,
Because I mean, I'm really to get. It's like, no, man. Seriously, I'm gonna
You know
be
what?
there.
You deserve everything you get. It's like, don't let me down, Shaky.
Don't let me down, Shaky. It's in the name, really.
Yeah.
Untrustworthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Don't crash this plane, blind pilot.
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? It's
Because
like,
I
what are you
really want to
doing?
hear more about how you got your pilot's license while also being blind. Yeah, that sounds like a really interesting story. You should have told me before you took off. But yeah,
Wait. We have a contribution.
A contribution?
Yes. Not
Okay.
not monetary.
oh,
No, from Ross, and he says, nobody. I'm assuming he said, Noddy Holder.
Noddy Holder.
I totally
from
misread
Christmas.
this. Yeah, Noddy Holder
Slade.
loves Christmas.
Yeah, yes,
He does.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even about the money.
He's
for
the
him.
Jeeper creeper.
He's just kicking off people's door,
And he
in
probably
these
wakes
giant
up
platforms.
like from when it's like 24th of December. It's Christmas,
and all the
then-
villagers like, he's coming
and then all
quick
the
into
bat-
the root cellar.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I
little
mean?
bats fly out of his ears, and then he goes around the town.
It's like, you know, they have them old wooden shacks, and they kick open the
Yeah.
door, and then it's like one of the exposition shots where you just see, like, you hear the feet stomping across the empty wooden floorboards,
And then it gets
they
faster
stop.
and faster.
Yeah. And then he looks around, and then you can see like the fireplace is still going. There's food on the table, but there's no one around. And then the camera pans down to the floorboards, and you can just hear like panicked breathing. It's Noddy Holder. I forgot it was the 24th of December. Quiet, damn it. he can smell your fear. And it's like, you're just sniffing around. It's Christmas!
He smells the excitement of Christmas.
That's it.
He doesn't smell the fear.
It's the fear of Christmas. The fear of Noddy Holder.
Yeah,
that's what the
it
film
is.
would be called.
Fear that everyone should have.
Yes, very valid fear.
For the rest of the year, apart from
You know what I
Christmas. He's a nice guy on that day. After that, don't make eye contact with him.
He needs to go into
That's
hibernation.
the thing. He'll rip your arms. I'm telling you. Joking. Don't want to get sued. Noddy Holder does not rip people's arms off.
Well, that's been proved.
That was actually, yeah.
You know, some horrific past comes out later on in life. Yeah, it was at a pub. Noddy Holder came up to me just because I said
really
Christmas was rubbish.
I'd be really horrified to know that I was wrong about that and that he actually
He
has been doing that
had
his
some
whole time.
horrific past secret life. He's just got a room full of people's arms.
Yeah.
These arms are from 1983. I don't know if that's what he says. But yeah, it's that kind of.
He probably puts it in like those Christmas socks that people put on their hand. What is that about?
What, the
What's
stockings?
Yeah, sock. I was calling them socks in it. Stocking. I was gonna say long socks.
Long socks or stockings is what most people call them. But yeah, I mean, it's
what is that about again?
Well, Santa comes down and he gives all the kids little gifts in their stockings.
What if they're too poor to have soft stockings, so they don't get no presents?
Well, then I'm sure Santa will leave gifts. He won't say you're too poor for gifts, for free gifts. You're too poor. You don't even have a stocking.
You know what?
You'll
to be
take
honest,
personal offense.
if you've got a chimney, you're doing all right. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess. I mean, put it that way.
Did he not give anything to homeless children? Just only like.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's strictly house based. I mean, I've never seen him just unless he's at a supermarket or something.
Oh, a soup kitchen.
I'm thinking about back in the day. In the Dark Ages or wherever. Where
Dark Ages.
Yeah,
are we talking about
had fireplaces as regular, not just like central heating and gas fireplaces. I mean, actually built-in chimneys.
Oh, I don't think he was working then.
Oh, he wasn't?
No.
He hadn't been hired yet?
No. Coca-Cola hadn't invented it. So
he was a completely different guy. He was doing something else.
Yeah, I think it was actually St. Nicholas.
Yes. Well, yeah. The patron saint of...
Oh, apparently, I've just been given an update. Noddy... Are we on first name terms now? Is it Ross?
Well, what's up?
He says Noddy doesn't wait until Christmas Eve. He's active from midnight, 1st of October, full on Christmas madness until New Year.
Christmas madness. That's the thing. And it's not even like a fun way of saying
it's the Christmas madness. Well, you know what?
The Christmas madness.
But that's what it is. That is a good description of the subject.
Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because I haven't done any of that yet.
No. But see, this is the thing. It's that dread. You put it off because you don't want to do it. You know what I mean? And
yeah, but now you've got Amazon. Don't have to liaise with other people.
But that's true. I mean, but then how about this? If you leave it too late and you try go on Amazon and it's all sold out.
Well, then you get a late present then, innit?
Oh, is that you're going on? Well, maybe Christmas is in the middle of February. How about that?
Yeah, well, look, do you want no presents or presents later?
You want it, but it's all part of the Christmas spirit.
I'll say, look, it's not my fault, it's the postman.
Wow, you really just absorb this whole play, didn't it? I spent money, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
No.
Did you get a Christmas present?
Well, not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it won't matter after Christmas. It's supposed to be part of the Christmas
festivities. Let's measure you against the kid who had no presents versus the one who got them slightly late. Which one is the ungrateful little shit? And that's how you motivate your children.
Is that how you get them to appreciate Christmas?
Yes, and that's how they are full of Christmas cheer.
I guess. I mean, it's a bit of a broad way of proving your point, but if it gets the point across, I mean, you don't know what this child that has no present circumstances is. Maybe he had both his Christmas and birthday present at his birthday, and that's why he's getting no Christmas present. Maybe he made that gamble. So yeah, maybe if I get my Christmas and birthday present together, then I can have it now instead of waiting for Christmas.
Well, that's a silly gamble, isn't it? Who told you that was going to happen?
Maybe it was worth it to him. Maybe he wanted that
Nintendo now 64. It wasn't worth it.
And obviously at Christmas he has to play that same old Nintendo 64. His birthday was in like March or some shit, and it's like everyone's getting ready for Christmas. Don't get excited about Christmas because you're getting nothing.
Remember the problem: entitlement. Who says you have to have something on your birthday?
Well, that's true. I guess.
We're just used to it, and I'm not saying I wouldn't give my kids, stuff on their birthday. I'll do it all the time.
But you make damn sure that they appreciate where it's coming from.
Well, yeah, within reason. I don't go, you see, it was made in Taiwan, and 4 children made these shoes. I'm not doing that. But
well, I mean, how about if you get your kid like a puppy or something?
Not doing that.
What?
Because it's going to grow, and then you're going to have to pick up its shit.
Well. Yeah, but I mean, that's all. I'm assuming that was all been discussed before you agreed to buy the dog.
I want a puppy that doesn't go toilet.
You want so you want a dead puppy? Is that what you want? It's a weird gift for Christmas.
Taxidermist. Thank you, Dave. I'm going to write that on a list. What is it? Do people actually buy like stuffed animals?
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
No, I mean, I know people stuff their own animals. Not literally their own animals. But I mean, when the animal passes away, they have stuff,
them. Yeah, take them to a taxidermist and have them.
Yeah. It's just a bit weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is weird, but I think that's more understandable than just wandering into a taxidermist one day and saying, "I'd like to buy that owl, please." And then, you know what I mean? How are you going to explain that to people? You know what I mean? Why do you have a stuffed owl in your house? No, that's not really a conversational piece. That's just tells me more about you than I really wanted to know. It's just a little just what's next? Armadillos? You know what I mean? Just get some really off-key animals. Like, I'd like a stuffed dodo. Because I'm assuming there must be somewhere on this face of the earth where there's an actual stuffed dodo.
There's got to be. I'm sure I've seen one in a museum.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And, you know, now that's the sort of thing I could probably see someone buying, because it's like, that's a conversational piece. You know what I mean? But you wouldn't just go like, get a bunch of cats, you know what I mean? And then have them like arranged around like a poker table or something.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so people don't just go
buttons for eyes.
Is that what they used to do?
No, but you could do that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's an odd choice.
It is an odd choice, but a lot of this is odd.
Do you want marbles or buttons?
How much are the marbles? Significantly more than the buttons.
And even then, it's got to be good buttons. Not like the button, you know, like when you're in school, and I don't know whose mum did this, but you know when your school shirt loses a button and they find any button,
like a coat button, just
stick it on. You know, the duffel coat button.
It's like three times too big, different colour.
Like, no, you're going to put your jumper on. No one's going to see it.
Yeah, it doesn't even fit through the hole properly. When you have to start widening the holes for the button, that shirt's done for, man. Just let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, looking like Timmy Mallet or some shit, Mr. Majika, some kooky character from an ITV children's drama.
Yeah, most people listening to this probably don't even know what ITV is.
What do you mean they don't know what ITV is?
Is that even a thing anymore?
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh yeah, they still got Emmerdale and stuff like that, innit?
That's what they're going to be remembered for.
What comes on ITV, D?
Saturday night viewing, Mike. Whee!
What's those?
Deck and
oh yeah, are they still doing stuff?
I'm sure they have to. I don't think they have any life outside.
They can't exist outside of that.
That's it. They will die out. You know what I mean? They need each other. They're like a symbiote relationship there. If one leaves, it's like one decides he wants to start a dry cleaning business, the other one will just turn into
wither
dust
and die.
Yeah, so you just see like a skin-shaped chrysalis, and then nothing's left in there. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I just realised we have gone through an hour almost already.
Oh, wow.
So it is 8:58. We are going to clock off and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Okay. All right. Until then, we'll be back soon. And we are back 2 minutes early.
We're getting better at this one.
Yeah, getting there. Yeah, so where were we?
Yeah, so we're back. So we were talking about Christmas shopping and the whole all right. It's a hassle to an extent, but what gets me is the change in people, because considering it's supposed to be like a time of joy and everyone's happy and enjoying themselves, when they go out to shop, these people are in a different frame of mind. You know, you got people like, it's almost like, you remember when that COVID happened and everyone was rushing to get toilet paper?
Yeah,
it's almost on them lines. You know what I mean? Like everyone who wants to get that last toy or whatever, and the way that they carry on, it's like, so what? Christmas only starts once you've got all your shopping. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's even though ironically it's supposed to be about sharing and giving.
Yeah, but I have to have something to give. so
I have to.
That's it. You know what I mean? But it's just it's one of them things that I dread doing. But you know, I think once it's over, it's all cool and you can enjoy the rest of the Christmas. But up until that point, it's just.
You love Christmas, though.
I do. Christmas. I mean, I love the whole. You know, I'm sentimental. You know, I'm a little softy when it comes to Christmas. I like the whole idea that everybody is happy to a certain extent just because it's that time of year, and you know, you get those certain people like, you know, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas. And I'm like, all right, fine, but you know, let people enjoy stuff.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean,
Just-
you know, that's one thing. You know, like you get them serious people like, you know, it's a pagan festival, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, look, man, I know that.
we know what it is, but at the end of the day, it's making people happy. So, you know what I mean? How much do you really want to take away from people? You know what I mean? I mean, I can understand if you'd come up with something else to take the place of Christmas.
Or if you was like Jesus, like, that ain't even my birthday, bro. They're celebrating some guy. That ain't even him. You know what I mean? That I would get that, but
yeah, we'll come out with Christmas too. Then you know what I mean? The real Christmas, the proper one. And then we can like, oh, we'll enjoy this instead. But if you're not going to do that, just leave people alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, but yeah, Christmas is one of those times that comes around, and it just changes people. And I think that's the funny thing I like about it is just that everyone is like, yeah, happy Christmas, or I'm walking down the street. And then when it comes to shopping, like, get the fuck out of my way, this is mine. You know, and then Christmas Day, Merry Christmas, this is for you. So I saw you in Asda.
I struggle with the Merry
me.
Christmas.
You don't like to say?
You know what? I don't. What does it even mean? Merry Christmas.
Yes, have a Merry Christmas. I hope your Christmas is merry.
I was have a good Christmas, man.
Why you're against the word merry?
I just think it's outdated. I think you have to be like a Dickensian type of gentleman.
So you would
Merry Christmas.
You never use the word merry. Is that what you're saying?
I probably have, but then if I think about it too much, I'm going to kind of have some sort of disgust.
Self-loathing. Wow,
Yeah.
why did I say that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. You don't even talk like that, Michael. Why are you saying that? You know, but that's just me, obviously, overthinking it.
Well, yes. But yes, talking of embarrassing things, I think we should talk about the question of the week, Mike.
Yes, question of the week.
No, every week we do a question and we invite, you know, the listeners to get involved and give us their opinions on what we're discussing, what the question of the week is, and we want you to do that today. You know.
Okay, and before you do answer that question of the week, we just want to remind the listeners of the number to contact us on, and that is 07983 833 661. That is 07983 833 661, or you can contact us at Mad Talking on our Facebook page, which I haven't checked for a little while, so I'm going to have a look now.
Yes. So, question of the week, Mike. Question of the week.
We'll work on a jingle. We are not.
I really think that's growing. I think people are really getting excited about it.
Anyone who wants to hear that again, please text us and let us know. I await the non-receiving.
Well, until you can come up with something better, Mike, I think we're going to stick with the, you know, my thing. I think people in
thing. Yeah, let's call it that.
It's
let's call it the thing.
The thing.
The thing. The movie. That's the equivalent of your singing.
Okay, thank you. Question of the week. So, have you ever told an unnecessary lie, and why?
There's so many.
There is, isn't there? And it's I mean, listen, don't
unnecessary lie. This is interesting. So this is like someone said, I just got an autograph of Tyson Fury the other. Oh yeah, I got one as well.
Yeah, I got two. That's an obvious lie. He knows I'm lying. Why did I say that? How do I make this sound plausible? Yeah, well, I got one earlier in his career when he started.
When he was a boxer.
My mate had one, and he gave it me and all. So I've got two. And I was like, do you? I mean, if you have to go into that much explanation, I think we all know what's happening.
Well, it was actually one, but really basically because the other one got wet. So then he had to write it again.
I got him to do two. Yeah, I know him like that.
Yeah.
Did you know Tyson Fury? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that kind of... So, listen, we know we've all done it, and we want you to get in touch and tell us about any unnecessary lie. And don't tell us a lie that you're still trying to keep up that's going to get you in trouble, obviously. And if you are going to do that, make up some people. I've got a mate called Fred, and he said that he wanted to get married to his missus, and he never... And now he's living in hell, and he can't see a way out. And every day he's sinking deeper and deeper into depression, and he just wishes he was dead. Oh, but he's right laughter, Fred. Yeah,
that's way off. The lie that I was going.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, if that's your story.
Okay, no, it's not my story.
It's not mine either, Mike.
All right, so we want to hear from you. Any unnecessary lies that you've told that you can reflect on and think, why did I say that?
Yeah.
Why did I? You know what? I've got one.
You've got one. Okay.
I've got one. I don't know why I said this. I was about 15, right? And I remember seeing one of my friends on the way to school, and he was like one of the man them, you know. He was all about 15. You know, when you got a group of guys or kids in school that they're allowed out and doing or whatever they're doing after school.
Yeah.
And then you have the kids that you're going home and that's your evening.
Yeah.
I was one of those kids.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. Don't make me catch you on.
And
the
I
road,
remember this guy like, yeah. This is when like the whole ragga music scene was kind of blowing up, or we became more aware of it at least.
Yeah.
And this guy turned to me. I knew he was lying, right? But I still hate myself today for going along with this and making up a stupid lie. He turned to me. He's like, "Yeah, did you go to the Ninja Man concert?"
Would you be at the Ninja Man concert?
Exactly. Why would I be there? You know me,
do you even know what Ninja Man looks like?
I had an idea. I mean, black man, probably
mid-40s, maybe.
Probably, yeah. But this is like in 1991.
So, what, like late
I was about 15.
20s. Yeah.
I was about 15.
It was a name you'd heard.
I'd heard, and obviously, I mean, back in the day, you know, you listen to your tapes and stuff, and
yeah.
I forgot I went through a little phase of listening to that. Okay. And then, but anyway, he's like, yeah, you go to Ninja Man concert. Like, he joins it in a way where
like everyone should have been there.
I was there.
Yeah.
I didn't see you there. You know, that sort of thing.
Like he was waiting outside.
And for those of you who don't know who Ninja Man is, I would suggest you look it up.
Yes.
Okay. He was
surprised by his back catalogue of work. So yeah.
Yeah. So he goes, yeah, you see Ninja Man? Because I was like, yeah, I went, you know. He's like, oh, is it? You went? Like, yeah, it was all right. Just came out with some vague rubbish.
Yeah, I was at the front.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it was live, man. Yeah. I like the other bit, you know, with the music thing. What am I talking about?
This is fake enough to almost be plausible.
Yeah, I was there where there was other people.
The speakers.
I left early though, because, you know...
all of the people at a concert. I had
school next day. It was on Saturday, bro. Yeah,
because Sunday school, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you don't go Sunday school. Oh man, you need to do that. Try to switch it around on him.
I could be listening to Ninja Man and not going Sunday school. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. Yeah. So that was my stupid lie.
Oh, so did you left it at that?
He left it because I think
you both knew what was happening.
Just that awkward silence. Let's just go to class.
But the funny thing is, I mean, all right, you knew you were lying, but you're pretty sure that he was probably lying as well.
I'm pretty sure.
Making
only
assumptions.
When I had said the lie, I realised that he could be lying as well.
Yeah.
I just went straight under pressure. You know, it's that whole peer pressure thing. Did you go Ninja Man concert?
Oh shit! So
yeah, I did go. I did go there.
Yeah. And then the thing is, like, you both at that point now where all right, he probably knows I'm lying, and he probably thinks I know he's lying, but I don't want to say anything. And he's probably thinking, saying, I don't really want to push this because maybe you really did go Ninja Man. And then what? Oh, now I'm going to look like a chief. So you kind of just back away like, yeah. All right, yeah.
Well, yeah, that sort of shit. Oh. But I mean, I haven't done any stupid lies like, yeah, man, I went to space yesterday.
The thing about stupid, unnecessary lies is that not that you just come out with them, it's that you get pressured into saying something that is clearly a lie. You know what I mean? Now, I did this, obviously, everyone's done it. And one of the times I did it, to this day, I still don't know why I did it. The only thing I can think of was that I just wanted attention, or I wanted to be that guy in the room that was different.
For the moment, you want to be,
I want to be a little bit special. When people say, oh, that guy's quirky because of X, Y, and Z.
I have attention.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it was petty. And like I say, to this day, I don't know why I did this. But anyway, so I was on this course and I was surrounded by all these other people. And, you know, it's like, you've never met these people and they do the whole thing where you introduce each other and you get to know them. And after a couple of days, you know, you kind of become friends. You know what I mean? And I think it was like one of the last days and somebody brought in like a box of chocolates to say, oh, you know, we had a good time and everything. For what reason, I saw the chocolates and I thought, okay, I'm not really feeling them, so it's fine. And then they obviously started offering them around and it came to me and they said, oh, would you like a chocolate? And I said, oh, no, not really. And I said, why not? And then I said, yeah, because I don't eat chocolate. And I was like, wait, I was like, what do you mean don't eat chocolate? I've just never liked it. And it's like, stop talking. Why are you keep adding lines?
I understand where you were going with this.
Yeah,
because this you're planting seeds for more attention later on down the line.
Maybe it was. I think what happened initially was like I got cornered because I didn't expect someone to ask me why I didn't want a chocolate, and then I just kind of thought, well, I don't want to be on the back foot, so I still want to maintain some kind of control. Like, there's a real reason why I don't eat chocolate. It's not because I'm just being, you know, finicky. I just don't eat it.
I see.
And it's like,
out of choice.
Yeah, but then as soon as I said that, I realised this can only lead to more questions.
Yes.
And it was like, like, okay, I've got to keep lying. Just lie your way out, Mike. Just keep putting lie on top of lying.
Because that's the way it works.
That's the only way out.
Digging up.
Exactly. The truth has no place here. That
Right.
truth has left the building. So, yeah. And then it was like, wait. And then, there's always that one person who wants to call you on your shit. And it's like, wait, you've never eaten chocolate. And I was like...
See, I thought you was going to
No.
say you were allergic, because that would be the best
That
way.
would have made more sense.
Yeah.
You know? But here's the worst thing. You know the worst thing was about it? I ended up eating the chocolate afterwards. And then was like, wait, you said you don't
chump.
eat chocolate. And I was like, no, I just thought I'd try it, innit? And I
Wait,
was like...
you what? Within the same sitting?
Within
you
the
did
same
it?
sitting.
Oh, you're the worst.
I don't know what... I went crazy with power,
You
Mike.
flopped.
You know what it was? I thought I got away with the original lie, and I thought I can just keep pushing it. I'm invincible, Mike.
Yeah, but not if you're going to break your own lie.
Well, I thought I could lie my way out of that lie. You see, I got drunk on power. That's the only thing I can think. It made no sense. I still don't know why I did it. So there are people out there who think that was the first time I ever ate chocolate. Well, believe that's what I said, but I don't think anyone really believed that.
I don't think so. I think they
They're
came home
like,
from
give me
work.
that chocolate back, man.
They'll probably went home and talked to their respective partners like, there's some idiot at work, right? Tried to tell me some lie about how you don't eat chocolate. Can you believe that?
I'm sorry. If you're listening, I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. But yes, that was a really pathetic lie.
That is pathetic.
It was. It wasn't even a good... I could have come up with something much better if I'd given more time.
But you didn't. So at least you gave her a reason as to why.
A vague reason. And it didn't even make any sense. It's like, why...
So what was it feeding within you, do you reckon, now you look back at this?
And well, initially, the attention. Everyone's like, oh my God, this guy doesn't eat chocolate. He's so different. I wonder what makes him different. I wonder what makes him tick. I wonder if he'd be interested in know what makes me tick. You know, that kind of thing. And I'd be like,
See, you
he's a
gave way
person
too
of
much
interest.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but-
really you're just another faceless person in the crowd
Just
at
some
work.
idiot who lies about chocolate.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to remember as.
That's what you're going to be remembered for, man.
Yeah, that was it.
The idiot who lies about chocolate.
Yep.
Nothing else.
I achieved nothing else in life, Mike. That will be on my headstone. So yes, that was my ridiculous lie that I told.
That is a ridiculous lie about chocolate.
But I mean, it happens. I mean, I remember one time pretending that I was Muslim. I did that in school.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that must
Again,
have gone down well.
Well, you know what? I did it in such a niche way that I got away with it. And it
I'm
was
assuming
like
you
just
did
by
not-
sheer luck.
I guess luckily there probably wasn't many other Muslim children in your class.
Well, not at this particular point. All right, let me paint the picture. It's secondary school. You know, we're in different classes. I sneaked out of my class to go and see a friend of mine in another class. Tried to sneak in. Maybe the teacher wouldn't notice. And we're there having a, laugh and a joke. And then obviously the teacher does notice and then realizes, wait, I've never seen you before. And then the teacher came over to me. And just for context of the story, it was like a middle-aged white guy, didn't grow around in the cities. So this was like an experience for him.
You made a judgment call, didn't you?
Well, this is what I did, Mike. I thought, I'm going to outsmart this guy. I'm going to use
the race card.
There it is.
Even if it's not my own.
It's not my race, not my culture, but it's not my religion.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know what cards I got, Mike. I can
All
give
in
him
that.
anything.
You're from foreign land, as far as he's concerned.
Yeah. So basically, he came along and was like, "Who are you?" And I said, "Oh, are you supposed to be in this class?" Yeah. What's your name? And he took out the register and shit, and he was like going through, and I was like, oh shit, what do I do? Because I can't give him my real name because that's going to fuck my shit up even more. So I've got to come up with a fake name. But he knows everyone's in the class. So what do I do? So this is what I did, Mike.
We said Ahmed.
No, close. I said Raheem Shabazz.
Oh, that's a definite lie.
Oh yeah, but I got it like I stole it from like a Fresh
Shabazz
Prince
over here, man.
But I stole it from like a Fresh Prince episode that I could see like a week earlier, and I thought, oh yeah. And then there was this look on his face where it's like, I know you're lying, but I'm not willing to risk it. So okay, and he did this thing where he was checking the register, and I knew there was no Raheem Shabazz. There wasn't a Raheem Shabazz in our school, but he checked it and he looked and he was like, okay. And then he kind of just backed away, and we just kept eye contact, and he backed away, and he's like, and I was like, yeah, that's what's happening. It's like
Shabazz. Okay, that's my name.
Nice to meet you, Raheem. Yes.
Was he a teacher that you were going to probably see again?
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing him again, but I think I was so drunk off the lie, I can't really remember his face anymore.
You deleted his existence
I was just
after
like,
that.
yeah, you know when you're in that state of mode where he's like, I'm lying and I'm getting away with it and no one can stop me. You know what I mean? It was like that, and I was just like, when I think back to it now, I was bathed in light when I did this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All
I was
So
special.
it's a glorious moment.
It was. I'm quite proud of that ridiculous lie. But it works.
Of your lies.
You know,
okay.
I mean,
everyone remember that. We have a lie that has
see.
been submitted.
We're not the only ones,
Anne-Marie.
Mike.
We're not the only liars.
We're not the only
Apparently,
liars.
Anne-Marie is one as well.
Welcome to the Liars Club.
Yeah, so she says, when I was in secondary school, I used to wear heavy eye makeup, and the teacher asked me if I was wearing eye makeup, and I said, no, sir, it's pigmentation, sir.
Ooh.
Oh, very good.
See, that's
race
the
card.
Race card again.
And I got away with it.
See?
I went to school in Kent.
That's all she has to say. You understand.
You understand. you know what was going on.
Doesn't matter which school, it was in Kent, and I think we all understand.
Yeah.
So yeah, see, that's when you gotta be creative with your lie, man. You gotta put a slight element of maybe truth in there. This could possibly be true. You know what I mean? You can't just come out with some random rubbish. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I know kung fu. Do you? Since when? I learnt my.
You reminded me though.
Uncle taught me yesterday.
There was some guy at school, right?
Oh yeah.
And he told me some foolish lie, right? And he goes, yeah, you know, my cousin's Eddie Murphy. I'm like, your cousin's not Eddie Murphy.
Every school had somebody who did that.
Yeah, my cousin's Eddie Murphy. And this is around the time when Coming to America came out.
Oh,
so somehow he thought that would rub off on him,
Yeah.
and everyone would be like,
He'd be just as famous and important as Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Because they're shared blood, Mike. You know what I mean? They're related.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
it's
I mean?
like, so wait, your dad, his brother is Eddie Murphy.
That's it. Because that's the only brother he has.
That's rubbish.
That's rubbish. I know Eddie Murphy's family tree extensively, and I know that you are not part of it. We're pulling out documents and birth
It's like,
certificates and shit.
why, what stupid lie is that?
Why? You know what I mean? Now, again, if you were in Kent, you might be able to get away with that shit.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I mean, because who's going to challenge you on
It's
that?
like, his cousin could be Eddie Murphy.
Could be.
Who's Eddie Murphy? That's what they'll be saying in Kent in those days.
They'll be just
apparently.
nodding like, I see, Edward Murphy. Huh?
Edward Murphy.
Sounds
Nice.
like a righteous
Yes.
fellow.
Amazing
Real
poet
cool
in the
dude.
17th century. I'm not sure if that's true. But yeah, that's
Yeah. So it's yeah. I don't know why we do it. Maybe it's fear. You know, it's like, I guess we've all been there in situations where we've had those cold callers come to the door and say, oh yeah, can I talk to you? Oh, I'm just about to have dinner, or oh, I can't, got, you know, herpes, wherever it is. You know what I mean? Just tell them something to get rid of the.
Have you ever lied to a doctor?
Ooh. You see, this is the thing. It's because whose benefit is that for now?
I
at this
know,
point?
but I'm
You know what I mean?
betting that
I think
everyone
we've all told
listening.
a little white lie, like,
Yeah.
you know, how much do you drink during the week? Oh, just a glass of shandy.
How much do you drink? How do you smoke? How many burgers do you eat in a day?
Yes, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to seem less in the eyes of my doctor, even though it's for my own detriment. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want him to think I drink too much, because if he does that doctor face, like, I see, then you know, I failed
like,
my doctor.
of course,
doesn't
you
he looked at me
twice a day.
differently? You know what I mean? It's like he had respect for me, and now look, oh.
I just think there's no point in lying to your doctor about certain things. I mean, let's say, I don't know, I can't think of whatever bodily injury you've had, but they're going to say,
Well, that's the thing, though.
they're looking at it like, this
Yeah.
is not a pinprick.
Well,
This is something else.
That's what I'm going to say. Especially if you've gone to the doctor for an injury and he asks you how it happened and you lie about it, then you see you're on a slippery slope there.
Like,
Because
oh, it's a dog. These look like bullets.
they're still in there. You have bullets in you. So unless you were bitten by a dog with bullet teeth, that shoots bullets out of his mouth. I find it highly unlikely.
Gun-toting dog.
But this is the thing. So it's like, you know, say if you would, you know, I don't know, having sex somewhere you shouldn't have been, fell off and hurt your back, and then it's like, so how did you hurt your back? Oh,
So,
fell
look, man, it's not relevant. Just look
This
at the
is not really
back.
story. Well,
Right.
it is relevant actually, Michael, because I'm a doctor and I need to know exactly how this happened,
Well,
so
you
I
need
can
to-
diagnose you correctly.
I would have thought diagnosis would be by
So
inspection.
wait, all of a sudden you know more than the doctor. Is that what it is?
In this situation,
Yes,
I
I
do.
know. I never went to medical school, but I can see you know nothing.
Look, I mean, that's silly, because, I mean, let's say you got run over and your legs all mashed up. It's like, so what bus was it? I'm like, what you care why?
What the fuck you care for? Why?
You know what I mean? My legs
Shut
obviously mash up. Just fix it. You don't need to know if it's a number 36 or not.
Well, I need to know exactly
How many people
the
on a
size-
bus?
Yes, the width
Yeah.
and the pressure. We need to know how extensive the damage
Yes,
is.
and who would know? And the victim's not going to know that.
Well, I need a rough estimate.
Don't know. What looking? Fix the leg. Stop being stupid.
Yeah.
Stick to your Hippocratic oath, man. You're supposed to fix and preserve
fine.
life.
If you have no information to give, the only thing I can recommend is to have your legs amputated.
What is this, the 19th century or something?
I don't want to take a chance, Mike. You have no other information to give me, do you?
Yeah, but then what? So
and he's standing there with the saw. Like,
really?
It's happening.
So
it's
if you're,
slowly
if you're
getting
blind
closer.
and you get run over by a bus and you don't have any information, your legs just getting cut off in your doctor's books. He can't give us any information. Commence with the sawing.
Maybe that's how it works.
According to your logic, that's not going to work.
Well, how many? Sounds so fucked up. How many blind legless people have you seen?
I haven't been counting. Really.
See,
and how would I know
or
if
the
they
other?
were blind? Well, how would I know he's blind?
Maybe he's got
What, a walking stick with no legs? Are you serious? You
still
clearly
move.
haven't thought this through.
He can still move. He can't what? He can't roll around. He must be able to move
Where's
around.
he wheeling himself to if he's blind?
To get the stick, I guess. I don't know.
He wouldn't need a stick because he's got no legs, according to you.
Yes, but he still wants to get him out. Maybe what if he wants to go to the toilet? Or he just can't go anywhere. He has to
So
stay
he
in
would
one
have a
space.
bag.
Yeah, but then that's going to have to be emptied. Well, it doesn't matter. What if
He's
he wants
obviously
to
going
get
to
in a
need some
bath?
care and support.
Yes,
clearly.
that's what I'm saying.
Some sort of
So,
provisions in place
someone to hand him his stick. Yeah.
for
seeing where he is,
seeing.
feeling where he is, tapping where he is. Whatever.
Why would he need to? If he's
Because
got no
maybe he needs to
legs?
know, oh, am I near the fridge? Am I near a fireplace or a flight of stairs?
He wouldn't need stairs if he's.
Well,
in-
yeah,
well-
he's avoiding the stairs. That's what the stick is for.
Okay. You clearly haven't thought this through.
Just keep lying, Mike. That's how you
I
get
see.
it to
This
work.
is
Yeah.
where you're going wrong, Dee, I think.
As long as I don't admit I'm lying, you're never sure, are you?
Okay. There's a spin on your question.
Okay.
Have you ever been caught
Oh,
with a terrible lie?
a terrible lie. Oh my god. All right, it wasn't a lie, but it backfired on me really badly.
Okay.
And I just went out like a bitch. So I'm in secondary school, right? And I think it's like
This is why you don't have good memories of secondary school, innit?
All the lying, Mike. That's what it was. So I'm in secondary school. It's first year. Well, first year I'm at this particular secondary school.
Right.
And during the year, I've noticed that there's another boy there that was in primary school, just a couple of years ahead of me. And he was like the bully, the big, toughest guy in school. Anyway, when we were at primary school, one day he must have bullied this one particular kid, and this kid's big sister came, and she was really big. You know, one of these girls who just grow really fast for their age. You know what I mean? They're like
yeah.
a foot above everybody else.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she came down and basically roughed him up and made him look like a chief in front of the whole school. And it was one of the things that everybody saw and nobody ever talked about, because obviously he didn't want to talk about it. Fine. So me and my far self go to the school, see the guy there, and I must have said to this one of my friends, oh yeah, I remember that was so-and-so from school, and yeah, he got beat up by this girl, and rare. Who told me to do that, Mike? That was unnecessary. I didn't need to say, again, trying to be the big man, Mike, trying to show off. No, look, I know something.
Yeah.
So obviously,
Tried to capitalise.
this got back to him, didn't it?
I bet it did.
And there's one day I'm coming out of the canteen, got my bag of chips, like, oh yeah. And he's like, oi, and I was like,
Oh dear, he started with that.
oh,
Oi!
yeah,
It's never good.
from the hall, so everybody knows something's going on.
Fight.
There you go. And the crowd is gathering, and I'm like, I am not equipped for this.
Yeah.
And then he was like, what do you think you're doing? 10 people have got beat up by a girl. What, you try to say I get beat up by a girl? Now, what do I do, Mike? Because technically, yes, he did.
Yes, you did.
But do I really want to take this arse whipping? You know what I mean? If I bitch out, I don't get beaten up.
I feel like it's already too late.
It is. I mean, well, this is where more lying comes in place, Mike.
I see.
See, always keep lying. That's the only way out.
This is the lesson. I need to write this down.
This is it. So yeah, so he's like, so you try to say I got beat up by a girl? You try to say, and I was like, yeah, no, I mean, I just heard that's what someone told me. I never got beat up by a girl. He's like, no, I know. Somebody told me.
Oh, you chump. Oh, you
It's
must
like,
have
at that
not
point,
wanted to look in the mirror that
I
evening.
just, you know what it was? And then it all died down, and he walked off, and everyone just went, no fight. And then I was just left there standing with the same friend that I told the story to.
He knows you're a
There was an awkward silence, and then we just said, and then I'm sure he said something feisty, like, yeah, I guess next time you should probably get your facts straight. And I was like,
Oh, you can't really say anything to that, can you? You got nothing. You got nothing.
Nothing at all. Just
wow.
the shame of everything, Mike. Just hanging there.
Oh dear.
Like so much egg.
I can't. I'm sure there are plenty of lies I got caught out on. No one needs to bring that up, by the way. Who's listening? Only I get to expose my own lies on my own radio show. So no.
And if you do, I'll deny everything.
Yeah.
There you see.
Yeah.
Keep lying, Mike. Always
I
keep
get
lying.
it now. I get it
That's
now.
the only way.
Oh,
So,
dear.
yeah.
That's painful. That's painful. I don't think I've had anything as embarrassing as that.
Yes, that was definitely an eye opener. So, needless to say, stop chatting shit after that, Mike. You know, it wasn't working out for me. I didn't have the backbone to back it up. You see what I'm saying? You know, if I was like on some, Krav Maga shit, I'd be talking shit about everyone. You're like, come on in. You know what I mean? Just making up shit.
I mean, I haven't lied like that. There was a situation that I had very similar to that. Basically, me and this, I guess I can say his name now.
Yeah.
Robert Curry, right? He was
You're outing him.
I'm out of him.
on the radio.
No, he ended up being the bigger man in this situation.
Okay.
Right, he was like one of those kids who grew bigger than anyone else, right? He was he was like the big white guy at school, right?
Yeah.
And he was just built for rugby at an early age.
Yes, he had those genes.
Yeah.
Thick neck.
And back in those days in school, you had your groups. You know, you might have
Like your cool kids,
cool kids, and you had a group of black guys who were all cool and stuff, and then you had a group of whatever Elton boys. I'm clearly exposing what area I grew up in. All right. And you had the man of the school and the guys that you can beat up and the ones that you can't. You got the whole hierarchy.
Yeah.
And anyway, I wasn't really up there like, yeah, everyone knows Michael and he can beat everyone up. That wasn't it. Even though my brothers might have believed that. Right.
The truth was, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
Living in fear, man.
That's the thing.
Shit was real.
Yeah. Wasn't exactly Fredo from the Godfather. Right. But,
More like Burke from Aliens, you know what I'm saying?
maybe.
Trying to put a brave face on it, but still clearly sweating.
Yeah. Administration's going to get involved. And it's a bad call.
It's a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
But I did make a bad call on this situation where me and him got into this thing of we could diss each other and it would be okay. All right?
Oh, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah. As long as you don't say mum stuff, which
Yeah.
everyone understood. You don't say that mum shit in school.
Just a friendly cussing match.
Just friendly cussing.
Yeah.
But he had a problem. Well, it wasn't a problem, but he was very sensitive to the fact that he had a receding hairline and it was happening quite early.
How old was he?
Oh, we was about 15, 16 at the time. It was
that's
the last year of school.
unfortunate.
But what I do remember, he didn't have a receding hairline, but what it was, you remember Wogan? Terry Wogan. Now, this is before you realised he was, before he had the wig, when he had the side parting,
Yeah,
and this is
it was
combed
from way down. That part was just above the ear.
Yeah, it's that side parting where it's the first time you actually see someone's hair going from left to right.
It's an unusual choice.
It is.
And it's like that big lump of hair where it starts and then it thins out quite quickly as it gets to
it's
the
not even
end.
the thing. It's just a carpet of hair that's just been brushed to the side.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And we were saying something about, look at your trainers, look at your blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, look at your hair. And everyone in the class was like, ooh. Yeah. Now, I saw his face change immediately.
Wow.
The clouds darkened. The teacher even went silent.
Even
he was
shit.
behind
Even
the
he's
curtain.
like,
He was
oh,
like,
she got. Stop marking papers now.
Yeah.
Oh, she got.
yeah, this is going to be good. I'll get all the teachers from the tea break and we'll watch this beating happen.
Even the teachers are like, fight.
Yeah, well, this is what happened. Everyone was like, ooh, and that didn't help.
No.
But I was sat next to, actually, it's that same guy who lied to me about his cousin being Eddie Murphy.
You try and get him. Look, call Eddie, man. We need him. Yeah. Oh, got to come clean, mate. I don't know him. Sorry.
Don't really know. He's not really my cousin. He's my third cousin, so I'm not really in contact with him. No, but
still plausible.
but carry on with this fight. I want to see how this ends up. No, what he did was he was like, oh man, that was it. Robert was like, after school.
Oh,
and I was
not even
like,
no debating.
No debating. He was
talking.
like, after school. And I was like,
shit.
oh shit. I don't think I can beat this guy up. Realistically speaking, I don't think I've got this. So but I'm in class and it's all
So,
boys' school.
Just
and
one
I'm,
quick thing.
Yeah.
How early in the day did this happen? Was it like morning
Oh
time?
no,
and you
this
had
was
the whole day.
this was towards the end of the day.
So not enough time to
Yeah,
think
not
of a real
not-
plan.
Or for him to calm down and change his mind.
Shit.
So,
So
that none of those options were available.
you still got the rage.
So yeah, Ross said, "So you lied to your brothers as well?" Yeah, thank you. I
As
lied
well,
to
Mike.
them. They
How
went
many
to the
people-
same school, and I was just quite happy for them to believe whatever image they had of me at the
I
time.
like the way you phrase it. So you lied to your brothers as well. Like
yeah.
there's so many people who've had this problem with you, Mike.
Yep,
What's going on?
it's not. That's not how it is
not-
being
isn't-
put.
Sounds a lot like that, though.
It does. It does. Ross, thank you. We'll talk about that another time.
When no one else can verify what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
And then no one else can call me a liar, except for you, apparently. But anyway, I said to the guy, like, I could see he was pissed.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, ooh, and he was like, yeah, after school. He just went quiet, and I could see he was visibly upset. You know, to the point where you can see it's actually hurt him.
Yeah, his face is all red.
Yeah,
eyes are getting a bit
And I
puffy.
almost felt sorry for him, but at the same time scared, because I thought this guy could pummel me into nothing.
Yeah, he's
You know
got
what I
pure
mean?
rage right now. He's
Yeah,
probably not even thinking
yeah.
straight.
It wasn't cool. So,
So when he said that, did he just walk out the class?
no, we was in class and we were to
Oh,
carry
you was
on with
in-
class. So,
So you didn't try to say anything?
No, no, this is the thing. I'm in class. It's a boys' school. Everyone's like, it's all boisterous, and you can't go out and act like no sucker. All right. And then all of a sudden, the racial divide in the class kind of.
Did you start a race war, Mike?
No, I didn't. No, funny enough.
That came later.
That came later. Actually, I think a few years earlier, that happened. Do the Right Thing was on TV, and he just started some crazy
that's
shit
the
at school the
catalyst,
next
man.
day. But anyway,
Yes, sorry.
he was weird digression there. But yeah, he goes.
A little bit of
He
race
just
war.
went quiet,
Yeah.
and there's a sort of weird racial divide in the class. And this guy turned to me, the Eddie Murphy cousin liar, right? Turned to me and was like, "Can't let no white boy beat you up."
Oh, that's not helping
Yeah,
anyone.
and then some others like, "Yeah, man, you can't have that."
Got to represent it.
Yeah, there, all that sort of stuff. I'm not sure if represent was in at the time as
Okay.
a colloquialism, Dave, but thank you.
You get the message.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, don't go out like Radio Haim, yeah?
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
go out like Radio Haim.
Yeah,
get me.
yeah, get choked and all that. You don't want that. So I was like, okay,
Do the right thing.
And I was like, nah, man, I'm alright. Don't watch that.
Playing it off
But you
smart.
know what? I was shook. So anyway, school time done. Class is closed. Teachers like, everyone go home. You know, pack up your books. And I was just stalling. So was he.
Try to help the teacher with books and shit.
Yeah.
You need some help, sir. You want to put these
He's like,
back on the shelf?
no, carry on with you. I know you're going to get beaten up later.
The chalkboard needs to wipe.
No.
that's
All the
it.
teachers are aware that you're about to get a beating in an hour's time. So anyway,
We've sold tickets.
yeah. So yeah, they all left the class, and Robert got left before me,
Okay.
and I was like, he's outside. He's waiting.
There's no
Yeah.
way, nowhere to run. Mate.
Yeah.
What do you
And
do?
I came out, and he was stood there, and he was red faced and stuff.
Shit, he's been high. He's been. sucking
Yeah,
it
he
up.
was hyperventilating and stuff. You know what I mean? He was like, "Why'd you say that about my hair?" And you know what? That's when I
Oh,
realised
super.
I have not got a heart of stone. I've actually got a heart, and I actually felt for him because I
Did you
realised,
feel for him?
and fear for my life,
Oh, okay.
mainly.
That was a part of
and the
it also.
stairs that he might throw me down. Where we were standing, we was outside the science class. I can remember it like yesterday.
Wow.
And yeah, heart was beating.
It's
Bang,
one of
bang.
those times when your lights flash before your eyes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And
this could
then,
end really bad.
and then my teacher, Mr. Neblit.
Mr. Neblit.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
the true fact that you remember his name knows
Hey,
that he had an impact.
lifesaver.
Yes.
Came out. He's like, "What's going on here? Robinson." You know what I mean? You know, that sort of stuff.
Kevin.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. And I was like, "No, nothing, sir. Nothing."
Yeah. And then you
and
gave him that look like, we're in this together, yeah?
Yeah, blatantly. I saved you, so technically, I think you owe me. And then
We'll call it quits. Call it even, yeah?
Yeah. And he's like, and Robert was always getting in trouble for stuff, and he was like, "Robert, what's the problem?" Blah, 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 blah. And Robert didn't say anything, and he's like, "All right, just go." And that was it. But it was just very awkward. Me and him were just very standoffish ever since. But yeah, that was painful.
It's an awkward situation
It
to be
was.
in.
But I felt
Yeah.
like a liar anyway because I bigged up myself in the class in a certain way.
see-
Well, I weren't prepped for it. I wasn't ready.
This is the thing. And this is the thing. It's that image of what you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be seen. You know what I mean? It's fine when you never have to be tested on it. You can pretend to be whatever you want. But when that pressure's on you now. It's like, okay, I've been talking a lot of shit for a long time now. I've really got to try and at least show someone that I can do something. You know what I mean? But then when it's like, all right, okay, you want to prove to people that you present yourself to be? Fine. Here's a test. Beat up this giant kid. It's like, whoa. Can we just start with something a little smaller? No. You want to prove who you are? This is what you do. And it's like, yeah, maybe I'm not that person then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? You find it easier to lie when you're younger as a kid because you got less idea of the consequences and where it's going to go. I find it fascinating when people lie like grown adults about this stupid shit.
And that's the thing though, because it's like, clearly as an adult you've got a lot more to lose, you know what I mean? Even if it's just your self-respect. Everything's on the table
unless you have none.
Well, yeah, maybe that's why you're in the situation you're in. But that's the thing though, because I mean, like, for me now at this age to lie about something.
All right, what's a good reason to lie? All right, let's think of some all right.
Always for somebody else, I think is an acceptable reason. So if someone was like,
look, I say, look,
these people are coming to beat me up, you got to hide me, and they're like, yeah, you see Michael, it's like, I will never tell a lie. He's in that cupboard. That's not helping anyone, is it? You know what I mean? I'm gonna obviously say, you know, I haven't seen him before. That's a lie. But
depends what it is.
Yeah. Oh, well, what do you mean? Like what you've done?
No. Yeah, I mean, if you're like on some, I don't know, Epstein type
you've
weird
been kicking babies and local park.
Well, I mean,
shit.
if you're on some weird stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, then I'm not lying for you.
Are you my friend, Jack?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's over here.
Yeah.
And here are some sticks.
Yeah. But it depends what it is. I mean, if some mafioso guys turn up at your yard, on my yard, looking for you, and then like, it would help you very much if you could be honest with us. I'll be like, yep, I know exactly where he is. I know where he's gonna be.
You just saw me down the river just like that.
They're talking about breaking my legs and shit. Then yeah.
Well, they would never have found me, Mike. If you hadn't said anything,
yeah, but I want my legs.
But you would have kept your legs because they would have said, right, clearly this guy
and
is telling the truth. Yeah. We should just move on.
No, they're not going to decide. Maybe we should just prod a little further. Just to make sure that he's not lying. You don't want to take
any torture from me whatsoever.
Torture?
Yeah.
No.
It's like, all right.
Torture.
They start roughing you. They grab your lapels, mate. Like, tell us where he is.
They're not mafia if that's all they're going to end it with.
That's what they start with. That's how it starts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
starts.
But how far are you willing to? Because they might, you know, if you're really good at lying, you might be able to convince them. Oh my god, you start crying and shit. Maybe you wet yourself for authenticity. You're like, I don't know where he is. He owes me money. I never trust that guy. If you find him, make sure you kill him for me and all that kind of shit. It's like, whoa, he really does hate this guy.
I don't think that's.
That might, you know what I mean?
I don't think that will
if
work.
they say, tell us where he is, and it's like, I don't know, then you're going to end up in an oil drum somewhere.
Yeah.
They're not, even if you tell them the truth after that, they're just for taking the piss like that, you're already dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're just asking for trouble, isn't it? But I mean...
But it's how you tell the lie.
I don't know, man. I mean, not for that. You'd have to have genuinely been totally innocent of whatever it is they're chasing you for.
Okay.
But if you owe them money or some shit, I'll say, yeah, man, he's in there. I didn't tell you to borrow their money. What's the matter with you? Now they come into my house. No, look, where I see it, you were in this situation, and now I've got mafia in my house threatening to kill me.
But, you know, listen.
Because of something you did.
But if you lie really well, I'll give you half the money.
I don't want that money.
But you'll need it.
I want what? To escape the mafia that are chasing me.
I'm not going to lie to you. That may be part of the future for you. You may have to leave this life behind. You know what I mean? But at least you'll be rich, Mike.
Will I?
Rich, bigger than your wildest dreams.
Yeah, but not happy and always looking over my shoulder and worrying about if anywhere I go to eat is not being someone that's paid to poison me.
Yeah, but then, you know, you change your identity, Mike. You blend in, disappear.
Easy. Yeah, because they can't work around that.
That's it. You move to somewhere where everyone looks like you. You know?
Like where?
You see,
there you go. This is another one of your ill thought out plans.
Just say, I don't know, Brixton, maybe.
Brixton? Yeah. So go to Africa.
Go to Africa.
You know, you all
any
look
part
the same.
of it, just the whole of it.
All of it.
You know what I mean?
Everyone in Africa
looks
the same, apparently.
There you go. You know what I mean?
Well.
So, yes, anyway. So, what's next on the roster then, Mike?
Well, I wanted to talk about slight deviation.
Okay.
All right. Everyone's been talking about this Christmas party stuff at 10 Downing Street and all that.
Okay.
But I've been doing a bit of digging, Dave. bit of digging, right? It's a distraction. Actually, I haven't been digging at all. It was just actually some YouTube video that came up.
I just overheard some bloke in the pub.
No. Don't do pubs. Don't do pubs. Not this time of year.
Not this time of year.
And not in COVID, because that. Although apparently the government do want you to go pubs, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
But wear masks on buses and indoors and shopping.
Pubs are fine. Breathe on anyone you want.
Yeah, you can sit in a pub for hours within a foot from someone else and just keep plying yourself with alcohol whilst maintaining a distance and awareness of what you're breathing out on people. That's realistic.
Yeah.
But
while inebriated.
Yeah, because that's going to work. You know what I mean? So, anyway, the distraction is that there's this thing called the Nationality and Borders Bill.
Right, so what's this now?
And it's that who's that incredibly kind-faced politician for kind-faced politician for the Conservative Party. What's her name? Pretty Patel.
Pretty Patel.
Yes, she is. Well, that's a lie, isn't it?
Even your name is a lie.
A lie.
Falsehood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a great record in the Conservative Party. But anyway, so she is kind of leading the chance because she's like the Home Secretary,
Yeah.
So there was this law, all right, that meant that some people can have their citizenship taken away from them if they do some wild shit. For example, everyone remembers the Beena Begum case.
Beena Begum, you have to refresh me.
Okay, all right. Young girl left the country about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was deemed that she was joining ISIS or some shit like that. I could be getting this somewhat wrong.
And then she wanted to come back.
Yeah, she wanted to come back. She was 14, 15 years old when she went. Clearly a kid, just, wrapped up in some shit. But anyway, they were like, no, we're taking away your citizenship. But now, what they want to do is take away your citizenship let me rewind. If you have eligibility for dual citizenship, and the government or the Home Office deem that you are a threat and that we want to take away your citizenship, they can just do that without even telling you.
So you're saying to me, right, if they decided, like, we've had enough of David, we want him out of the country.
Yeah.
Right?
As long as your mum and dad were born somewhere else, then technically you could have dual citizenship in that country, although it depends on the country. I did do a bit of digging. You see, with the Beena Begum one, it turned out that with Bangladesh, they actually have a unique situation that if one of your parents are from Bangladesh or were born there, then you automatically can become a citizen.
Okay.
All right. So the UK government was like, well, then technically she is a citizen. We're getting her out of it.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. But now, if they bring this thing in and it's just been voted through, then it means that a lot of us are in some trouble.
They could just ship you out. So let's say, right, one day I go out to a pub, I have an altercation with somebody, get a bit of fisticuffs. Right.
Yeah.
Next thing,
falls bangs his head, and it gets really wild pretty fast.
Right. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, it's a tragedy. And then like, so we're shipping you out of the country. It's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, that's it. Just get in this crate, and then we're shipping you.
Well, this is the difference. They don't have to notify you now.
Well, they would have to while they're doing it at least.
Well, but then that doesn't give you.
Wake up in another country. I'm gonna.
But
how did this happen?
Well, let's say you're walking. Down the local supermarket.
Well, someone's going to run up with a bag and fling it over.
Yeah, and it'd be like border force. You're off now.
That's it.
Apparently, they could probably do that. Before, they had to notify you officially, so you would have time to appeal. So this is basically just about
shifting people out of the country, don't really.
Yeah, just don't even have to tell you now. I'm like, considering Windrush, how that went.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that there's going to be a few holes in this plan. Or that is the plan.
Yeah.
That is the plan. But so I looked at some interesting stat, and it was like, I think 2/3 of the Asian population in the UK and like 2/5 of the Black and Afro-Caribbean population in the UK at a higher risk of this happening to them.
Of course.
Depending on a whim.
A whim.
Yeah.
A whim, Mike.
From the kind-hearted Pretty Patel. So
So that's like, so say if you're an affluent businessman in the community, you know providing jobs for people, and you're basically a stand-up member of the community. You know what I mean? And then one day you have a stroke of bad luck and you end up doing something that you regret, and then they review a case and say, yeah, shift him, and you don't know any of this. And one day you're waking up in your house and kiss your wife goodbye, and you get in your electric car to go to your business, and then all of a sudden just police cars swerve like in one of them ITV drivers, just close off the road and shit. Right, get on the floor, what's going on? And then they like handcuff you with the pull tires and shit, and they just sling you in the back of a van, and they're like, what's happening? Like,
off to Gatwick.
Off to Gatwick. Yeah. And then that's it. And then he's like, wait, so what happens?
That's it. Apparently they don't even give you seats on the plane. They fling you in with a suitcase. No, they don't really. They don't.
Fling you in first, and then the suitcase is on top afterwards.
But not first class. Yeah. Just fling you in first. So that's the future.
Well, that's unnerving. That's a scary thought. Thanks for that, Mike.
That's all right. I wanted to end on a happy note.
No, this is
a happy note.
I feel like I've got a lot to think about there.
But just a little bit of politics, because we do loads of stuff. No, but I just realised we are flying through the time.
Yes.
All right, it's actually 5 more minutes.
It's been a very quick show this week. I don't know what happened.
When you're having fun, I think.
I guess that's what it is. When you're having fun, I like that.
Yes, when you're having fun, time tends to fly. And it's not because people are bored. But we will be here same time, same place next week. And what we would like you to do is get in contact with us on our email. That's m.a.d.talks21@gmail.com with some submissions of ideas of things that you want to talk about, things that are important to you.
Even if you've got an idea for question of the week,
that would be a great idea.
We'd love to know what you guys want to hear about, and we'd love to discuss it. And also, if you want to get in touch with us, you want to WhatsApp us, remember, you can always WhatsApp us or get in touch with us on our Facebook page, which is @Talking on Facebook, or WhatsApp us on our WhatsApp number, which is 07983 833 661. Yeah. So, we look forward to hearing from you, and we hope you enjoyed the show. And thank you to all those people who took the time to get involved and, let us know what was on their mind and, their opinions. Always very appreciative of that. So please keep that up. And like I say, share. Don't keep all the goodness to yourself. What I mean? Don't try and listen to our show and pass it off to your friends later on like you made it up and then messed the joke up, and then there's and then he had a red face and a receding hairline. It was great.
You're gonna mess up our shit, man. Don't do that. Tell your own jokes.
Yes. And if you can't, join the army. No, don't join the army. But
unless you want to. I'm not too keen on it, but hey, whatever.
Not for me. I'd prefer to do this, Mike.
You know what I don't like about join the army? It feels like an unfinished sentence.
What?
Join the army. Yeah.
Yes.
Because if
you don't need no more than that.
If it's like I don't know whatever peacetime there was, but let me try and think of a time when there was lots of peace.
When there was lots. Which time was that?
I don't exactly. So
I don't think that's ever happened.
But if it's like, I don't know.
There's places that have ignored war. That's always been a thing.
One of them places.
Yeah.
Who was it that was neutral in World War One? Was it Sweden? Switzerland.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably gonna end badly for me anyway. But especially when at the time that it was, I feel like I wouldn't have blended in so much.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised. You'd probably be standing there and someone would be avoiding the war. Yeah. So, me no.
Yeah. Like all the other black people in Switzerland.
All of a sudden we're all Swiss. You know what I mean? Nice try, mate. Look,
mate.
I'm eating chocolate.
Yeah. Get on that front line.
Get on there.
Yeah.
Nah.
Take those bullets for the rest of us. Yeah. No, but it's that whole join the army thing. Join the army.
Yeah.
To do what?
It's not, but you see, it's like it puts you on your back foot. It makes you feel awkward for even asking, why should I join now? No. Join the army.
No, but it's the way they try. It's never felt appealing to me, because when you think of army, you think, war, getting shot up and stuff.
Yeah.
Saving lives, yes, good. but I could be an ambulance
but
driver and
that's
do
gonna be
that.
a very small part of what's actually happening.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they
it's
try and make
very-
it like, you can take the skills further. You know, you could be a postman afterwards. I'm like, really?
I could be a postman now. I don't have to have people shooting at me.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't want to come off like an incredible coward, which is probably what I am. But the fact is, if you go to war, you have to be comfortable with the fact of being killed.
Yeah,
And
but you're
I'm
fighting
not
for
know
your
how-
country. You're fighting for the Queen.
Yeah,
Because
but
she
trying to
needs your
remember how many
protection.
times the Queen fought for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was like getting bullied in that time in secondary school, the kid tried, oh, you said I got beat up by a girl, and then the Queen jumped in and just fly kicked
she
him.
said-
I'd be like, fuck yeah, you and me, we're rolling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Me and the Queen, man.
That would be a fantastical situation.
It would be.
Um,
But then
yeah.
that was why I would join the army. Because
What?
now you got a reason.
yeah, because when I say for Queen and country, I'm like, well, I don't know how much she's really thinking about me.
Yeah, she doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
She's not
And
interested.
even if I did, I wouldn't care. I think that's a good Queen impression.
That is pretty impressive.
That is, thank you. That's my superpower.
She sounds a little selfish, but I get what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's too far from the truth. But speculation. Think. I use the word think.
They're not
I
gonna
think.
like that, Mike.
Well, they don't like a lot of things anyway. So, anyway,
Yes.
we have now come to that time. So, same time, same place next week, 8
Yes.
p.m. GMT time. Listen to Mike and Dee, Madtalk Radio.
Yeah.
Submit your submit to us.
Submit to Mike and Dee, the Madtalk Radio Show.
You see, that's a jingle,
That
but
should
not
be.
sexy.
Couldn't let it lie, could you? Anyway, yes. So be awesome to each other. Look after each other. Have a good week, and live life, love. You know, live life.
Are you
love.
doing it? Is this a David Bowie?
I don't know. I'm stuck in the loop now. Live life, live.
Any
All right,
reason to
old
sing?
son. Yes.
Well, laugh.
Well, laugh.
Right. Anyway,
Yes. So,
same time, same place next week. Thank you for listening, and
Thank
we
you.
are out.
bye.